Welcome everyone to Slate Billiards in St. Paul, Minnesota. We're here for a one pocket streamed match tonight between Mark Weaver and Tom Riggle. Again, we're playing a one pocket race to three. I'm sitting here with Mike, aka Pancake Pankoff. He knows more about one pocket. He's forgotten more about one pocket than I know, so he's going to help take us through the match tonight. What's your thoughts on the match tonight, Mike?
Well, thanks, Brian. I actually think this is going to be a great match because both of these guys are absolutely in love with the game of one pocket, which means they're both playing now. I mean that they're playing it a lot on their own, on their free time. So most people don't fall in love with this game. These guys definitely have. It's going to be a close match. I think Mark is a great pool player, all-around pool player. Tom has turned kind of into a one-pocket specialist. I like to see him out of jimmies every once in a while. This is a great test. I'm good friends with him. I like to see him in a different table. Mark plays a lot out of CRs, but he plays everywhere, and he's a great all-around player. So it's a good match.
So it looks like Tom won the lag, and he's going to choose one of the two corner pockets below the spot, and that'll be his pocket to shoot his balls. So the way one pocket works, if you're new to the game, you're trying to shoot eight balls in your pocket before your opponent pockets 8 balls in their pocket. So Tom's going to choose one of those two lower pockets, and that'll be his pocket for this game only. It sounds simple, but it's probably one of the most difficult games in pool strategically.
I agree. It's definitely tests all of your skills in banking, kicking, caroms, seeing things in the stack, analyzing your opponent's abilities while you're playing, and the score as well. So it's my favorite game, that and banks, but and I've gotten to play a lot with Tom, so I know his game very well. I'm anxious to see how Mark plays against him because I know just about everything about Tom's game.
And he usually picks our lower right, and looks like he's doing that again.
Yeah.
Right? So he's breaking from his right, and he'll be trying to pocket balls in his lower left, but that's our right-hand pocket as we see it on the screen.
Yeah, and I can't tell, but it looks like you put a little tilt on the rack too. I'm going to have to ask him about that later.
Little advantage.
It is rack your own, and this is a tournament. So it's a long-term tournament. This is match 1. There's 8 players in the tournament, and it's going to be Sundays at 6, and it's just going to probably go for a couple months. So this is the very first match.
Yeah, so this is a single elimination tournament. The loser is out. The winner moves on.
Yep.
Do you think he hit that break a little thin on the head ball?
And that happens all the time on this table because the balls are so clean. Josh keeps this equipment immaculate, so those balls deflect a little more when you put a little inside English on it. Okay. The balls are wide open and ready for Tom already. So if he can come with the shot here, he's wide open in space. He's not pinned on anything. But I just don't think he can get to that 9. That 13's a little in his way.
So he really wants to protect the balls on his side of the table, right? So Mark can't clear them out. Is that probably his objective on this shot?
Yeah, I would describe it as Tom has the advantage. He's in the offensive posture, whereas Mark is probably going to have to dig out of something here. So it would be wise of him to pin him on something, whatever he does, so to keep that offensive posture. But it looks like he might kick this 9 ball. He's going for it. They're ready, so it might be why. Okay, that was the risk of doing that. Now Mark can shoot this 9 ball bank.
Probably going to the 11.
There's not much future here. I'm curious what shape he gets. It's a good shot.
He's taking his ball and was hiding the cue ball.
Yeah, he's moving quickly. He knew he was going to shoot that before the balls stopped rolling.
Yeah, he did. He was excited about that one. Yeah. He's got the combination here, though, I think.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think he's going to shoot the combination and draw the cue ball back to his side rail. I think he might jack up on this.
He might have the perfect angle where the cue ball ends up okay, just rolling it. Might not have to jack up as much as I think.
I mean, and he might end up with a shot on I think that's the 15 if he makes this ball, he might end up with a shot in the 15 also.
Yeah.
a big shot in the game. I mean, he could take an early, really command of the game if he makes this combination.
Because he's over that ball, if he shoots this, I'm curious if there'll be a kiss after the combo contact. You know what I mean? The cue ball
Yeah.
running into it because it's going to go forward.
And he's a little bit worried about scratching in the corner too. He wants to,
Yeah.
and he's really jacking up on this.
He's falling in love with it.
Yeah, he
He's
likes
not
it.
looking at anything else.
He made
Nice
the ball.
shot. Okay.
So he takes a 2-0 lead.
Yes.
So we'll try and keep the score
Yeah,
updated.
so I got to get better at that.
We're back at it. So he got his 2 balls, and he probably doesn't have another shot here, but he's happy with that because he didn't break.
Yep. Yeah, he's out of the break, and now he's in the offensive posture. And I mean, it would be advisable to maybe tuck him on something here and frustrate Tom and keep Tom in the defensive mode now that he's gotten out of it.
He's deciding if he wants to just clear all those balls out of there. He could actually shoot the 2 rail on the pink. What is the pink? I don't know the numbers on the
yeah,
stripes.
that 12 ball, that 12.
Yeah,
That he could 2-rail that. I like that shot.
he's banking it and he's trying to cover the ball, but he maybe a
Yeah.
little bit hard.
If he had hit that a little firmer, it would have acted as a nice key ball sitting over there. It's still playable. A little softer would have been nice, but he tucked him on that 15, which is good. Still left him a little air though, so Tom could actually get out of this. In fact, he could shoot this 6 ball, bank, and then see the chalk on the upper left table. He could put his cue ball right on that piece of chalk and dare him to shoot that 5. I like that shot, and that would require cutting the 6, not to make it. You're just playing the 6. A lot of people are thinking, I'm not trying to make that 6.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the cue ball up by that piece of chalk.
Right.
Well, now he moved the chalk, but
So Tom's pocket is the lower right again.
yep. And I think what he's committed to, he's looking at this 11 ball 2 rails and sliding the cue ball over beyond the 5 ball to that side rail.
Yeah.
That's another option.
You could even do that with the 2 ball, bring the 2 ball, 2 rails kind of into by the 6 area and go to that
That might even be a better angle
to the
to the stack, kind of.
yeah, or to the stack or to
the
the
5.
rail by the 5.
Yep.
And he's looking at the
15. He's
15
committing to
ball.
that. You know what I like about that? He covered him on all those 4 balls, even though the 6-1 tied up. He covered him on those so that he can't do anything with them.
Right.
So.
He wants to see them. I don't know if he can get to the bottom of that 10.
No, I don't think he can touch that.
Yeah.
So what happens in a race to 3 is players tend to play a little more cautious because every single mistake is penal. Whereas if you're playing by the game, it's seeing who's going to get ahead. You can take some chances and know that it's just a game.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. When you're playing a set here, this first game is really important.
Very important.
And
we saw Tom broke, so it's even more important for him.
Mark's loving his position because if he can steal a game,
Yeah.
that really puts a lot of pressure on Tom going into the second rack.
What do you think here?
I know I like banking the 10
I do too.
and just rolling the cue ball forward. And, if you can bank that 10 into the 12, it's at the 12. I get my numbers wrong. I apologize for that. By the 6-1,
Yeah,
you
break those up.
Yeah, right. You could, and you might push one of those right by the front of the hole.
I think the 1 ball come down to the bottom rail. I'd hit it at that speed, and then I'd put the cue ball right by the upper left pocket.
That's what he's doing.
Right there.
I think he shot this at a good speed.
Nice shot.
Really good speed. And he covered, that 12 ball with the 11.
And
So-
now he's back in an offensive posture, and Mark has to come with a moving shot to change this. Let's see what he does here. What do you think?
I think he wants to move those balls in front of Tom's. Tom's got a lot of balls over by his hole.
Can he hit that 10 full stop shot and just blast the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that shot. A little dangerous because you don't know where the 10's going to go off that.
Or if you drew it back a little just so the 6 was an obstruction afterwards.
Right. he loves banking this too. I can see him banking the 10. I don't know if he can get to the side of it though.
Oh,
You
a
know?
stop shot on the 6 where
Yeah.
the 6 is, oh
Yeah.
boy. And then the 6 goes into the 12. Well, he's
Right.
getting
He
creative
could really
here.
give up a shot shooting that shot. I don't think he'll shoot it. He's just gonna.
Oh, he's shooting the 5. He's
He
threatening
could roll
to.
the 5 and try and put the cube past the 3 and past the 12.
If it hits the top of the 3 though, and
Yeah, he's in trouble.
You know,
Tom put him in a tough spot here. I mean, there's not a lot of apparent shots to shoot here. And he's looking at all of them.
yeah, the only thing Tom could have done better is put him on the rail. Otherwise, this is very effective. Oh, he's kicking. Nice shot.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
If the only drawback here is he left him the air again.
Right.
So now Tom can get his full cue on any part of that cue ball. And he can bank this 10 now.
And just,
There's 3 or 4 ways to shoot this. What would you do?
I would bank the 10 just at a speed where it comes to the other side of the table and just get the cue ball on the side rail, kind of by the side pocket.
Okay, so I like middle to bottom left English, inside English, and bank the 10 right into the bottom of the 7 ball. 10 might go, everything spills over, and the cue ball goes down in that same corner.
I think that's what he'll do. Yeah.
He tried that.
And he almost made the ball. Great
same
shot.
Yeah. So now,
You called that, Mike. Now he's really got Mark under pressure here. So again, Tom's got the lower right pocket and Mark's in trouble.
yeah. Again, that cue ball. I know I'm being picky, but that's what I'm focusing on. That cue ball getting on the rail. It changes Mark's ability to do anything if that cue ball is on the
Got
rail
up to the end rail.
or on the side rail.
He wants to kick to the right side of the 14 there and see if he can go in there soft, I think, and just move it away from the pocket a little bit. He's really looking at kicking between the 11 and 6 to the side rail.
Yeah. Or is he going to blast the 6 into the, just like as if you're blasting the 6 to miss it into the side rail and it blasts the 14 out?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe draw up table. I mean,
I kind of like living to fight another day. If you can just move that 15, that 14, 6 inches, and maybe he's trying to make that ball and push the 1 over by his pocket. He might just try and pocket that 14, 1 rail pocket, give him the ball, and see if he can hit the 1. I think that to me, looked like he was lining that up. Again, he's in a tough spot here, though. This is a spot where you make a mistake. There's many balls sitting there for Tom to get.
well, one of the things I like to watch when I'm watching One Pocket, because it's a patient game, is how long are they taking in between the shots? And you saw the very first opportunity he jumped up, and now he's really taking his time. I like that he's settling into a good pace here, thinking it through. Oh,
He's taking a foul.
Yeah, we really thought it through. He thought of option Z, which is
He didn't like anything.
yeah. But you know how good this shot is when you don't know what to do. Choose something that's easy to execute. And for him,
Right.
was easy.
Make it simple.
Yeah.
So he had to give one of his balls back. So he's back at 1. So if in this game, you've got to hit an object ball and then hit a rail. Either the cue ball or an object ball have to hit a rail. If you don't do that, you have to give up a ball. So he had to give one of his balls back. He's down to 1. Same thing happens if you scratch. If you scratch, you give up a ball, and then the incoming player shoots from the kitchen behind the head string.
So Tom's doing every single thing to think about how can I put him in the exact same spot. And I think he might change it, but it'll be down table somewhere on that end rail somewhere. The cue ball I'm talking. Oh, he went up to the side rail, which is fine too. He hit it a little firmer than he wanted.
Yeah, so you give him.
But he hit it hard enough not to sell the 5.
Right, he did. He went far enough so the 5 doesn't go in the lower left. So he definitely can't kick to the rail on this one. So how many fouls do you take in this situation, Mike? Do you take another foul here? Or do you find another shot?
Balls are so ready for Tom that he's got to do something. And look at where his cue ball is now. He's got so much air. Are you going to have that much air next time? If he can find a blasting shot, I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Because the situation might get worse. that 11, he could blast into the side rail and draw back to the end rail. Just move balls. That's one option, but can he get behind that 14, like you said?
Yeah, he's looking at that. The other option would be to kick to the end rail, back down, and try and kick between the 3 and 6. That's a touchy shot. Coming down and see if you can run into the 14.
Is he trying to combo the 15-10 and let the 15 blast off the 10 to the bottom of the 14?
Boy, that'd be an aggressive shot.
That would be really cool.
If he can pull that off, make him the favorite.
Gesturing.
Yeah, exactly. He's going through all the possibilities again. I don't think he likes anything again. He's in a tough spot here. He just wants to survive this exchange. This is a big part of this game. He tried to give him the ball, so he tried to give him the 14 and then play safe, but he double kissed the 1 and left the 1 on for Tom. So now we're sitting at 1-1, and Tom's got a great chance to get a few balls here.
That was he thought hard on it, and Tom
could have worked
in that spot. Tom earned that. I
Yeah.
think Mark had a good idea, and if it just hit the other side of the 1, it would have been
It
nice.
was good.
Yeah.
So where do you play shape here?
I'm gonna come up and get rid of that 1 right the 15 there. Get rid of it so that the lanes are open for the.
And now
other
he ended up over the 10, so it made it a lot harder now.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he shoots this. I mean, he don't want to run into the pink 4.
I think
and
he's
give
going to
him a shot.
intentionally run into that and try and get on the 10. I think he's going to just go for this. Yeah. You're right, though. I think that he took a little bit, he could have taken a little more time on the 1 ball, got it through.
Wasn't sure if he would shoot it. So he's probably not happy with that. He got 1 ball out of that. You think he would have liked to got more. Getting over that 10 was really the problem there.
So Mark has a great opportunity to reverse the game again. It's only 2-1, Tom. And now Mark, if he comes with a good shot and tucks him on the 6-12 here, the game will be totally turned around.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah. He's got him right on top of the 6, which is even more deadly because he's got to go. It takes away a little kick opportunity.
The one saving grace for Tom here is that 11 didn't get too close to the hole. I think Mark would have liked to seen that another diamond over to the lower left to make it put more pressure on Tom.
Yep. So I think Tom's looking back up to that same little spot up there in the upper left.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he does with this 2 and 8. But I know for a fact Mark is good enough to make this 5 ball if he doesn't protect his cue ball here. So it's got. I'd like to see it on the rail if I'm Tom. Okay, he came further up to make the angle greater.
He made a ball. I don't know how he went in, and we don't have a replay, so he hit something in that stack there and made a ball.
I was so fixated on the whitey.
Right. I was looking at that too, and then the last second I saw a ball go in. So apologize, but I don't know how that happened.
It wasn't the 8-2 combo. Boy, someone will text me maybe.
Yeah. So I'm surprised he went there with the cue ball, but he was safe if it went in. If it didn't go in, I don't think he can hit the side of the 7 on this shot.
What if? Oh yeah, you're right. I don't think the angle's right. But if he went down the 5 into this edge of the 7 and put the cue ball right on the pink 4,
right? Trying to get the 5 over by the pocket.
Yeah, but the white ball would be more important.
Right.
But yes, that would be a bonus if it came over. A lot of times when you park the cue ball right on the 4, the ball does come over just because the pool gods allow it.
Right. Right.
it was a good cue ball, so they reward you. I'm a little superstitious.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think he'll shoot this, but would you ever bank the 8 ball and try and get the cue ball up in the end rail? He's not going to do that, but looks like he's going to shoot the 11, and he did have an edge of that 7.
Okay, that's a
Nice
good shot
shot
on this table. I'm going to mark that one up. So he's at 4-1 here. That's a great shot. These are 4.25-inch pockets. Even though they're clean, they still play difficult. So that was a good cut.
This is an excellent inning for Tom. He had
Yeah.
an inning where he probably didn't get as many balls as he should. This time he got 2 balls out of nowhere. So
Yep.
that was an excellent inning. He might have left Mark a bank here, though. If he wants to go for it, he might have lost the game on this shot.
He did. That was
Mark thinks he should make this all day, so he's probably not happy if that doesn't go in.
yeah. Again, that was a quick.
Yeah.
See that those few innings before were a minute and a half, 2 minutes thinking, and then that one was another.
If he makes that ball, he's got another 5 balls sitting there to make. I think you're right, Tom. Mike.
Yeah, Tom got lucky there because he was a little careless with his last shot. I think a lot of times the transition of going from offense to defense, you forget the concentration on a few details. And
So you try and pick this ball out.
looks like he's blasting it to the bottom rail and moving them both in and just sticking the cue ball right there. Maybe it's a stop shot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he drifted down.
Came out okay on that. Boy, you'd be happy with that.
Yeah,
That's about as good as you could hope for.
yeah.
I mean, it was a good, very good shot, but that 11 was coming back, or the 15 was coming back towards the pocket. And it kissed the cue ball and knocked it right in front of Mark's pocket. So again, Mark's shooting here, and he's got the lower left pocket.
Yeah, no. Okay, he just.
So the
Okay,
3
he's
went
content to
inside.
move him up table. He's just. I think he wants to slow things down. That's my thinking. But because he had a shot on that 8 ball, but maybe one of those other balls went. I'm sorry. Shot so quick, I didn't really get to analyze it.
So the 3 went in the side, so you put it on the spot and the nearest point behind the spot in the straight line if it won't go on the spot. So it's frozen to the cue ball now.
And some people intentionally stop the ball right on that line, just like he did.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was intentional. That was a good shot. It's an easy way to pin someone.
Yeah. He almost left a bank here
Yeah.
again.
I bet he was trying to pull it back another inch or two.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so now the balls have reversed and they are in Mark's favor. If you look at them, they all go into Mark's hole. There's not many. I mean, the 4 and the 3 go into Tom's. But in other words, what used to be Tom's heavy favor, where the balls were organized, now Mark could pick up 4 or 5 here if he comes with a shot.
Right.
So he might be looking at this bank. These ones are tough. Do you like these where you're real close?
I don't. I think the cue ball can really get away.
Yeah,
And I don't-
can hit it twice too sometimes.
Right. Yeah, you can double hit this one. So I don't think he's going to shoot it. But I don't know what he will shoot here.
I like ticking the 6 if he could see the 6.
He's
I don't
just
know if
going
he
to
can.
play defense here. Going off the edge of the 3. He didn't like it. It was too
Yep,
thin, I think, for the bank.
Good patience.
At what point do you think Tom will start shooting balls up table? He's got a 4-1 lead. Do you think he'll start clearing balls off of Mark's side up table?
Yeah, I wonder if he'll shoot the 3 into the 5 and start moving and just accept that we're going up table. Or it looks like he might shoot one of these long rail banks. No. He's selling that 11. Yeah, the 3 into the 5 and just accept it. Move a few more out of play.
Oh, he pocketed that ball. I don't know that he was trying to do that, but it went in, so
Yeah.
it spots again. This is an interesting part of this game is that Tom's got a 4-1 lead, which isn't insurmountable by any means, but he wants, in his mind, if he can get balls up table,
Yep.
away from the pocket, it increases his chances of winning because Mark can't make a bunch of balls in a row on him,
Yep, and they can fight one at a time. And
which is to his advantage when he's ahead 4-1. There's your shot. He throws that cue ball to the rail.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what you like
Makes
to
a big
see.
difference because look at now, Tom, he only has the top of the ball here. He's going to just roll on the 5 and probably pin him on the 11. He's just going to slow roll this, get it out of play, and then get him on the 11.
They're good at making balls on that side.
Yeah.
Making balls on the side. But he pinned him right on the 11. That was
Yeah.
a really nice shot. So he's just going to thin off this ball again, I think.
Yeah. That's a good shot. And I think what he was trying to do is protect that 11 with the 5. He was using the 5 so that Tom doesn't have a clear shot to move. Right now, that's his offensive ball. Just like Tom should be protecting the 6 and the 3.
It just seems like slowly we're going to have balls up table.
Yeah, it's
going to be one of those games where everything's up table, and like you said, Mike, they're going to be fighting ball for ball.
A lot of times I like to do that in a tournament, race to 3 too. You get comfortable, get into your environment, feel the balls roll around a little bit for a game. Uh-oh. Oof.
Getting close to that corner. Yeah.
Okay, will he shoot this? No.
They're really pushing everything up table. Yep.
What I like here is hit the left of the 6 and go down and pin him on that 10 ball down there. Okay.
Just rolled the 3 up table.
Okay. Then.
Now that 3's really out of play. Nobody can make it from there. But Tom's got a bank on this 10 ball. Do you shoot this?
Well, you'd be trying hard not to sell the 11.
Right.
But however, you achieved your objective. You got the balls up table. You could leave them real tough down there. So that's kind of I'd call it a sucker shot. But it looks like he's going to do that. Tom loves these, and I've never seen somebody, he shoots them so much that he makes most of them.
Yeah, so he left the 11 ball.
Yeah.
And this is part of one pocket. Mark hasn't shot a ball at his hole in a long time, and how can he come with a shot? He's not even going to try.
He's not even going to try, and he's accepted, okay, I'm going to get comfortable some more.
It's really interesting. I would have thought he would have just shot that ball, but he had no thoughts of even doing it.
That's actually, I respect that. He's doing what his body is telling him, and his mind is telling him. And a lot of people shoot it because they feel like, well, someone in the chair is wondering why am I not shooting, so I better shoot it.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that was smart about it, he had max 1 ball there.
Yeah.
There was, he gets his 1 ball, or he gives Tom another ball and gets down 5-1. He just didn't feel like for 1 ball it wasn't worth it.
Yep. And did you see what he just did there? He tickled that 2 and came down. He's honing in on the speed of this table. It's only 2 inches off the rail there, and that's a full-length table lag he just put on it.
Yeah.
So he's getting tighter with his cue ball.
Things favor Tom a little bit again now. I think most of the balls are on his side of the table.
Yeah, now they've reversed kind of back where I agree there. But Tom's banking lane, that 6, 11, and 10, that banking lane is not available. So I don't know if it's in Tom's favor the way they're positioned, because all the balls, the 2, 8, 15, 13 all go into Mark's hole.
Right. Yeah.
Even though they're on his side, they're coordinated. So Mark is, I think, a little bit the favorite here to get, if he gets a shot, to get a few.
Yeah, he doesn't. There's not a clear shot here either. Everything, all of the banks are kind of blocked.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering if he'll thin up a ball and try and get to the lower end rail again.
Interesting, his pace of the table, he'll take 7 seconds or a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And he's really thinking, he'll take his time and commit.
He did find a bank, and he protected that ball too, so that was a very good shot. So he put the 5 pretty close to his hole, and he protected it. Now he's daring Tom to shoot here, right?
Oh, put that 3 in too. Yes.
Oh, yeah, man. So he's saying, Tom, you gonna shoot this or not?
Yeah.
Tom's probably not gonna shoot it, right? I don't know what else he's got, but
he makes it on me every time.
Does he? He makes a shot on you. This is
he bears down on these and makes them. But I don't know
if he's looking at the 6 almost. I'm wondering.
Oh, I see him. He's on the 10.
He's on the 10.
He's gonna make it.
Okay. You're right. He did. It didn't even hit the rail.
Yeah.
Great shot.
And sometimes, I'm gonna move that to 5, so it's 5-1.
That was a great shot.
Taking that shot in the first game, it tells your opponent what you're.
And that just builds your confidence. Yep. And then he took his ball out. big exchange there. So Mark, I mean, seriously dared him to shoot there, and he came with the shot. So
And that banking lane is almost open. Well,
Right.
and it will be now. So
right, that was
a lot of problem solved there.
that was a big exchange. So he's ahead 5-1, and he's still got 2 balls on his side. Mark's going to have to clear him out. I wonder if he's going to try and clear both these out of there. Yeah, he did. I like that center position on the lower rail.
Yep.
There's not a lot to shoot at there, so if you can freeze a ball or get close to that rail right in the center of the table, there's usually not a lot of options.
And that's true in a few games and a few other games, not just one pocket. I agree.
Yeah. There's really not a lot to shoot at here, and it's, now we've got even more balls up table, which Tom is fine with. He needs 3 balls and Mark needs 7.
Yep. If I'm Mark, I'm sitting in the chair thinking about which ball could I collide into and move a bunch towards my hole, or a few.
Yeah,
anyway.
right. I thought that was a shot. Go into it hard and draw back to the end rail, and then let Mark shoot from here. He must have pocketed that 5 ball.
He's going to do the same thing, just shoot a draw shot. Yep, now let's see if it's frozen on the middle. Okay.
Yeah, real close.
Getting closer.
Yeah. Nice shot. Do you think he just bumps the 6 up into the 8? The 8 up into the 6? I mean, he could roll that right into the 6 and kind of.
Yeah, he could. I like that shot. Just a slow roll.
Yeah.
Easy execution.
Doesn't have to bring the cue ball back.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want to leave him a bank.
No, and Mark might shoot this because his cue ball can be protected here.
Yeah.
He might even shoot it with the proper English to get on that 3, 4, what is that, 5 combo or cluster there.
Right. I think that he just shot that just a little too hard.
Yep.
And the 8 ball leaked out. He'd love to make this ball.
He did. Or it's going to rattle. Yeah, it rattled.
Oh,
He did
wow.
it a little firm. He was going for the shape on that 15.
Right.
Or no, is that 11?
It's hard to tell the colors.
Yep. Yeah, 11.
So Tom will just give him this ball, right? He'll just roll it in.
Yep, and I'm going to get ready to mark up 1 to 2 for Mark. Unless he wants scratch.
That was absolutely a situation that we're playing on a 4 1/4 pocket. On a 4 1/2 pocket, that would have dropped for sure.
Yeah. And these are still playing fairly new, even though the cloth is not brand new. It still slides a little.
When you see something like that, though, I feel like when Mark breaks, he's probably going to pick the lower right because that was a pretty tough pocket. So he might want to switch pockets when it comes to his turn to choose pockets.
Yeah, let's watch for that.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Right, because that was hit pretty well and didn't go in.
So he didn't protect his cue ball perfect here. So he gave him some air, and I think that 2 ball doesn't, I don't know if it goes because of the side pocket, but he can get it over there. If he can pin him on something else after, he'd have a threat. But he might bank this 13. Yeah, that looks like what he's going to do. He's going to inside, little bottom left English here, and just tuck right in between those 2 strikes. Oh, he missed it.
Double kissed it, yeah. So now he's got a bank on the 15, right? And he could bring his cue ball down to the end rail and protect the ball.
Yeah, he's got a little wall of
Right.
protection here. I think that'd be a good shot.
I don't know what angle he has on that ball, but he might have to cut it too much. But I'd be surprised if he doesn't shoot that 15.
Yeah, on these shots, a lot of times I'm just playing the cue ball. I'll bank this 15 in that direction.
In that
but
area.
The cue ball is close to something.
Right, and protect it.
Yep.
He should be able to get that fairly close to his pocket. He's, again, shooting in the lower left. That's what he's doing. He's
Nice
hit
shot.
a great speed.
It might go in.
Yeah, it might.
That was the pool gods. He hit it so good. Look at the cue ball.
Yeah.
It went in because he did everything right.
Yeah, he did. he probably would have loved that ball to hang up.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
would've.
because
He
he
would've.
would have put a lot of pressure on and Tom, and he might have made more than one ball.
Yep. I agree. Yep. Okay, so we got 3 now. 5-3.
So I don't know if that 3 goes past the 2. Maybe it does. We'll see if he's shooting it. It does.
Great shot. Even so,
Yeah.
I don't know if
just
it
difficult.
went.
I don't know if it went either.
Yeah.
It was really tight. So we really tightened things up here. We're at 5-3. So Mark's happy with this turn of events.
I had a feeling this is going to be a tight match too. These guys are pretty. I mean, don't let the ratings fool you. Tom is not an established tournament player. He doesn't play a lot of tournaments. So, and Mark is very established in the sense that he plays a lot of games great, and he's got his rating robustness, whatever you call it.
Right. I would say that if you looked at a 1 pocket rating for Tom, it would not be 594.
Right. Right.
You know, he's probably at 75 to 100 points above that when you're talking 1 pocket.
So that was a nice attempt, but Mark earned that shot by shooting that 3 past the 2. Now we got 5-4.
5-4. Do you bank this too?
I know some people do.
You don't think that's the right shot?
Yeah,
No,
no, I don't think it's the wrong shot as long as their cue ball's good.
he's just pocketing that ball.
Yep.
So we're 5-4. This has gotten really tight. This is anyone's game at this point. Do you shoot the 11 back up table? Kind of aim for the middle diamond and let it go back up table?
I like that.
Try to get your cue ball in the end rail?
Yep. And you almost have to shake off what just happened. Instead of
Yeah.
5-1, it's 5-4. You still have the lead.
Right.
Start over, reset. Be patient.
That's what he did. He put the 11 back up table. Yeah. And he's played enough 1 pocket where he can probably shake it up, shake it off. Or me, if I was playing 1 pocket like this, I'd probably be like, what did I just do?
Yeah, there's an emotional.
Yeah.
I think Tom is over all that emotional stuff. He doesn't, nothing phases him. He's a fighter.
So do you take this 2 bank on?
I like this one just because I can shoot it mock speed with draw because it's almost a straight stop shot. I can just draw my cue ball back and play cue ball only to the rail.
Yeah.
And then if the 2 goes, it goes. If not, it goes. I mean,
the other way is to just roll it and put the cue ball in the end rail.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there's any clear shot for Tom to his pocket. See how he shoots this. He did my shot, but he didn't hit it straight. He cut the ball a little bit, so the cue ball got away and left Tom a shot in the 11. I think that's the 11.
Yep.
And like you said, Tom puts these balls in, so he's probably going to roll this in and try and bank the 2, right?
He's great at committing to just making this ball. I think he'll make it and just roll up about 2 feet for the bank.
Yeah.
And if he only rolls up 1 foot, he'd be selling it out. So I think he's going to roll up to where the bank is kind of tough so that he doesn't leave a cut shot in case it rattles.
He's good at these shots. Again, he didn't even hit the rail, so 2 of those shots that he made didn't even touch the rail going in. So the 4 1/4 doesn't matter when you hit him that good.
And he uses a very long cue. I was just holding it while he was practicing out there, and it's about 3 or 4 inches longer than my cue.
It looks like you put
Nice
this bank
shot.
in too. Close. Now, can you take this out?
You probably can. It looks like it's just outside. Yeah, I think he can. He's going to blast into the side rail first with a lot of low. Yep. And you just kind of have to hope. But Tom's got another bank here, so.
Cue ball kept rolling, so maybe he doesn't have a bank.
You're right. He does, but it's a very difficult one.
Yeah.
In fact, if I'm
you
him,
try-
I would put him on that center diamond down on the bottom rail here, like your favorite spot is.
Yeah, right.
With the cue ball.
Yeah.
And put the 2 on my side.
Otherwise, he could just bank it to where he's standing, and put the cue ball up table. Maybe a little thinner than that.
He saw that bank and really wanted.
Oh, he didn't want that to happen. He left Mark a shot in the pink 4.
Now, is Mark going to go for this?
I think he is. I'm just going to try and play shape on the 6. I don't know how big his angle is. He might not be able to hold for the 6, but I think he's shooting this ball. He'd
This is
love
where
to
you're
hold for the 6.
Yeah, yeah. And this is where you're factoring in the score a little too. He's saying, okay, he's at 6'4". I gotta shoot here.
Right.
So nice shot, good
Yeah,
touch.
Yep, he held
Boy.
for the 6. That is a tight pocket. That is a tight pocket.
Seems to have a little lip on it.
So he's probably
he's gonna
talking
break
to
the
himself a
other
little bit. I think he's shooting for the other hole on his break. It's going to be interesting to find out. Again, Tom will probably just pocket this out, but he doesn't want to leave the cue ball there because he leaves him bank on the 2.
No, yeah.
So where does he go with the cue ball?
You might just go down table. Like you go side rail with a lot of spin and just wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
He left a shot here.
Let's see. So 6'5",
6'5".
and it's probably going to be 6'6". But what kind of shape would you get here?
I think
Would
I
you
would shoot
load
this
it up?
with inside and try and get on 6.
Yeah, even
I mean, even if you can go to the 11 or inside the 11 up there, or I don't know if that's a 15.
he's just playing for the make. And
Yeah, he just wanted the ball.
yeah, that was a tough shot. I mean, a lot of times these look a little easier when we're looking at it. But
Right.
This is a tough table. Okay, he's gonna probably give him that though, and then just accept we're playing for 2.
Yeah, we got 3 balls out there. If he makes this, and whoever gets 2 first. Now he shot that with some speed.
I like that thinking because he did not want to sell out the 13 bank.
But he may have sold out the 5-ball bank.
I agree.
Maybe.
Yeah, he might have sold that out, but
But I see what you're saying, why
Yeah.
he did that. I was thinking maybe he would draw over to my favorite position on the center rail, right by the center diamond.
yeah, because that kiss would be on. There's no way he could bank that 13 from there.
He wants to shoot that 5. I don't know if he can avoid the double kiss. Again, he's shooting in the lower left, and we're 6-6.
Yes.
So in terms of a score, and you can see this. The game counted 0-0. We're going to 3, and this is the first game. He just slow rolled it.
Okay, that
Probably want a little more speed out of that.
yeah, that's
Do you think he gave up
that's
the
in a
bank here?
bank position, but it's gonna go high to the side rail. I don't think he can get it low enough,
Okay.
especially since his cue ball's on the rail or real close. He
Close to the
can't dig into it, and get a lot of spin on it. So he might just, you know what I'm doing
2
here?
rail it to his side of the table.
Yeah,
You could 2 rail it to your side of the table and just let the cue ball go down.
yep. As long as it stays below the side pockets. Oh,
And he shot the bank.
yeah, see, that was always going to come high, but that's okay. If he had left
He
it
did
a
leave
little
the bank,
closer,
though.
yeah, he did.
That was kind of the danger of letting the cue ball go there a little bit, because now he's got a nice bank on the stripe on the top rail.
And he'll probably just play this pocket speed, and he was being so careful with it, it might not get there.
Yeah, it might not. Oh, look at the speed. What a speed.
What a shot.
Wow. Great shot.
Okay.
He's like, well, if it's not going to go in, I guess I can't hit the side rail.
Yeah.
So Mark's kind of in a position to steal this game. You know, he was down 5-1.
Well, and it
Oh, this doesn't look good. He double kissed.
no.
That's always danger on those shots. If you double kiss, that cue ball can scratch. He's hating that. So now we're back at 6-6, and Tom's got a spot shot. How good is he at spot shots?
excellent against me. He never missed one.
That's pretty good. do you try and hit the 5 here, make the spot shot, or
You know what? My old playing partner would always shoot the 5 here. Tom is always shooting the spot shot here. I just know
well,
he's gonna
he's
do that.
in the lower right.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh.
try to make this and just play the cue ball safe, and then accept that he's back in the. Oh, he
Went to
he
the
tried
5.
to get shape.
Yeah, he did.
Oh boy.
So he now he's on the hill. This game change. That scratch. He's got a shot to 5 here, so he could lose the game on that scratch. Mark could. So Tom's shooting. He's got 7. He's in the lower right. If he makes this 5, he wins.
Does he roll it or rifle it? What
I
do you
think he rolls it. I think he rolls it.
He's going to leave a bank if he goes.
Oh, a nice shot. He shot medium speed. He stole that game. I thought Mark was going to steal it, and Tom stole it back. So that scratch that Mark made with the double kiss cost him the game. So that was a game of twists and turns. I mean, that was and now Mark's breaking, and I know that I feel like he's done. He didn't change sides. He stayed with that pocket. Yeah. Even though it held up a couple balls.
It looks like he tilted against himself here too. I think they're both right-handed, so that they've got a natural right-hand tilt.
Yeah.
Do you see it? I mean, am I blind? Does that look like
a tilt? We can see it on the other camera angle.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is.
Which way do you think it's tilted, Mike?
The 14's tilted up.
Tilted up so that the 14's closer to the kitchen.
Right. So if you were breaking on the other side, it would be to your advantage. But maybe it's a visual effect on the thing.
That could be.
I look at that stuff because there's a few people out there that do tilt the rack.
I'm really surprised that Mark's not gonna. I'm really surprised that Mark's not taking the right hand lower pocket because he just held a couple up. But I guess he's fine with it. Let's see how he does in the break.
I will say that I'm very stubborn when I break to the lower right corner because I'm left-handed. I have since the beginning, and I never have changed.
Never change. You just always go to that pocket.
Except on a few gaff tables where there's obviously one better pocket. But
yeah. So this is an okay break, would you say? Not a great break?
It's not strong in the sense that there's no protection on that ball. There's that ball that is a threat is not a threat because he can get to it. So Tom's actually looking for something offensive here. He's going to bank the 1 and probably come under the 12, straight follow. This would be a good shot. Would lose the pin. See, it's going to
go under it. Great shot. Yeah. Really, really nice shot.
Yeah, so he got to reverse the break pretty quick here.
Mark really wanted the cue ball higher, right, on that side rail when he broke that to get behind the stack.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't open right either.
Right.
And it might have been that tilt, accidental tilt. I mean, you know.
It's always easier to come to the table. I had 1-0 with the shot to get out of the break, you know. So again, Mark should have had the advantage here because he was breaking, but Thomas flipped this already.
Yeah. Now he's going to go to the end rail and back. This requires excellent touch. What he'd love is to be trapped on the rail and the green 14 strike.
So you think he's trying to thin that 14 or just take a foul?
I think he's taking a foul, but if
he hits the side of it,
tickles one of these, okay, but
so he didn't hit a rail, so he owes one.
Oops. Side. Okay.
So the way this works is when Mark pockets the ball at the end of his inning, and then he'll have to put a ball in the spot because he owes the ball.
Now Tom wants to remove this 12 somehow, and what he might do is load it up with a ton of left English,
kick at
it, and let the cue ball come up towards the 6.
Or kick it slower. I mean, you could
go real slow.
You could kick it slow and just try and bump it into the 9.
Yeah, which is what he was doing.
Yeah,
smart.
Yeah, so now they're all on the end rail, so he didn't really leave Mark a lot to shoot at here.
So he might do the same thing. He might go to the end rail and come down and kick those 2 balls, but I don't think there's enough angle there. You'd have to spin.
Mm-hmm.
Another option would be to just tickle the right side of the 7 and put the cue ball in the upper right corner.
Right. The 11-14 is not on, so he can't combo those.
Looks like that's what he did. Again, see how he left him off the rail there?
The speed,
but Tom earned that because Tom left him on the rail down here. So all those shots
made it a lot harder. Yeah, they add up. So do you spin the 11 here and try and go back with a little right hand and go back behind the pack there and get the 14 a little closer to the pocket?
That's one option. That's a good way of doing it. I like, the balls aren't ready, so I'm looking for some creative shots here to maybe open something up. Maybe can you shoot a stop shot on the 8 where you're kind of just stunning over to the left of
Yeah,
the 8.
right.
The cue ball meaning.
Yeah. Stun it over closer to the rail.
Yeah.
To the left-hand rail.
Yeah, and maybe the 15 goes down. I don't know.
And yeah, the 15 goes down the table. You just don't want the kiss into the 15
Yeah.
when it comes back off the rail.
He might be doing that.
Yeah, it looks like he might.
Using the stack to protect that 11, 14.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's exactly what happened. The 15 came back and hit the cue ball, but he got away with it, I think.
yeah, I don't think he got lucky because I think Mark's got some shots here. But he almost got really lucky.
Yeah, right. There's no hangers, but do you shoot the 6?
The 6 or the 4. I like the 4 because...
You gotta be feeling pretty good to shoot the 6.
And there's not much future. Because if he makes that, unless he gets on that 12...
I feel like he could go into the 8-5 and could come back even and get on the 14. I don't know.
It's just such a thin cut.
You're right.
So much energy on the cue ball. I like what he's doing here, tucking him right underneath that. What a great shot.
Nice shot.
Now that's gin. That's
Yeah,
like, the game just totally changed. Mark's the favorite right now on this game because of that shot.
I think I would just tap this ball straight into the lower rail, 1 inch shot, and just leave him there. But he's going to kick up table. He's going to come back at the 5.
He might be kicking 2 rails to
the 5.
Yeah. With the last. Oh, he just played an unreal shot.
Wow. That came out as well as you could have ever hoped. I mean, that came out. Mark isn't liking that.
Whoa.
That I don't know if he was kicking to the 6, but that came out nicely because it actually moved the 5.
You know, it's such good weather outside.
It's gotta feel good. But he can bank the 6 and protect it, right? Can he bank the 6 kind of by in front of his hole and put the cue ball behind the stack on the side rail?
Yeah, or tuck him by that 14 again and let him try something crazy.
Yeah. He did my shot, but he didn't get behind the stacks.
Now this is like what the break was like.
Yeah.
You think you're in an advantage, but you're letting him see that threat. So he could bank this, and actually the 4 doesn't go.
Right.
So he could bank this and kind of just disregard everything except the cue ball, but the cue ball, but right next to the 3.
He kicked.
Okay, that works. He's on a ball. Actually, this is pretty powerful. I think that was a good shot. What do you like?
Well, he's looking at the 7.
Yeah.
And if he hits the 6, now he's got 2 balls in front of the hole, but he doesn't have a good spot to bridge on there. So
he's thinking through his options. He's picked the 2 ball, maybe.
I don't know if he's going to do that either. I think he thinks if he shoots the 7,
he could shoot the 2 ball 2 rails and tuck him. He'll go to the left side of the 15 because he's got to cut the 2 to the right a little.
I just feel like he's going to shoot the 7.
Yeah.
I just feel like he is going to try and put 2 balls in position.
Pretty good shot. He was just trying to hit it as full as possible.
Right. Now he's got 2 balls in front of his pocket. Now maybe Tom can take them both out. I don't know what he'll do here.
Yeah, I'm starting to not know either.
I kind of like just kicking behind the 6 slow, but just looking at it briefly.
He might cut the 2 slowly, play cue ball only into the bottom of the 6.
Yeah.
And disregard where the 2 goes.
Right.
Just play cue ball.
Just right.
But yeah, I like what he's doing here. Just stop shot on the 6.
Yeah, take out that ball. Oh, he went forward and scratched.
Yeah, he lost control of the cue ball, and that's going to
easy to do that on that table, on when you're playing one pocket, to get that cue ball to stop on you. Now he's got a spot shot here though, so and there's not a great way to get more than 1 ball, so he might not even shoot the spot shot.
No, it looks like he's not happy with the way the balls are organized, because even though Tom sold out a scratch there, he actually moved the balls in such a way where Mark Mark might go for this too, though. He's thinking about it.
It feels like if he misses it, he could be in big trouble.
Yeah.
You know, if he goes into that lower stack there, that 14-4, the other stripe there, if he hits those and opens them up for Tom and misses, then he's in trouble.
Well,
He might draw out of this, you think?
What? Yeah. What would be his next shot? I guess.
Right.
If he shot the 2.
Yeah, that's why I think there's not a huge future. I agree with you. I feel like he's going to draw out of this instead of rolling forward, which is what he did. That wasn't really very fortunate. I mean, he had a nice shot. Didn't really come up with anything else, but he made the ball, so
Yeah.
he didn't give up anything. That was the important part of that shot.
I'm gonna put him back to 0. He will owe this ball once he's done with his inning. He'll pay that ball.
He's going to slow roll this.
Okay, he was trying to pin him,
Yeah, he was.
and he left that 12. So
So now Mark's like Mike just said, Mark has a spotted ball. And he's ahead 0 to -1.
now if Tom can see this 12 as full as I think he can just bank it over and bring the cue ball down table and start playing that distance game again. In fact, he could even go to his side of the table
Right.
by the 15 and try to use that. I doubt if he does, but it looks like he's drawing. Oh,
He tried to go into that stack, and that was a great shot. Went to the stack and put the 7-ball in position.
what a shot.
Yeah, and he protected everything. That was a great shot.
And unfortunately for him, the balls still are not ready. The
Yeah,
13 is
right.
the only one open because
Right.
that 7 really is not coordinated right yet. I don't think it goes, or it probably goes. I don't know.
Yeah. The impressive thing on that shot was Tom just lost the cue ball last turn.
Yeah.
And this was a harder shot. He was jacked up over the 9, and he held the cue ball perfectly. So that was a nice comeback for Tom. Is he gonna spin off that?
Playing all cue ball here.
Making the 7.
Yeah.
Just gave him the ball. So that puts Tom at 0 because he owed that ball. So now we're at 0-0. We're starting over.
And I would say Tom's at the advantage here where the balls are cooperating for him now. If he can come with something, if he can get on that 7-2-3 with his cue ball and put him up against the wall, or get down by that 15 and the 8 somehow with his cue ball. That's what he's thinking. How can I get my cue ball in those positions? It'd be nice if he could bank the 10 in the way to kind of move those balls on the bottom rail just to reorganize them somehow.
Right, because they're kind of all just messed up there.
Yeah.
But it's so straight that when the cue ball's that close to the rail and you're banking the 10, it's a little nervy,
Yeah.
especially if you're going to put some speed on it. And
Now, a shot that I like here is I like to bank the 10 ball to the left, to the bottom rail here, right by the,
Yep.
and then put the cue ball down by the 15 and that 10 ball 2 rails.
Yeah.
But I like
But
this.
he found
This
your
is smart.
shot. He goes to the upper left pocket.
Yep. Now he could kick this 13 from the side rail and let the cue ball drizzle down on the 14.
Yeah. That's what he did, but he might scratch. He
Ooh.
hit it thin enough, but he didn't
Yeah,
scratch. So
but
that was your shot, though. It was
Yeah.
a good shot. Probably shot it a little harder than he would have liked.
Yeah. Now Tom's got a different angle. Remember when I said the 3-2-7? He could pin them on that, just take a foul. And we're early in the game.
Just kick one rail.
Just kick right into the 2 and stick them right on that 2.
He's going to bank this ball, though.
Yep. I like this better
Because he can get
doesn't
the upper
need it.
left. Yeah. And he can get this ball in position. He overcut it a little bit. So the cue ball got away a little bit, but he's still protected that ball.
Yep. He was probably hoping to nudge those other 3
Yeah.
too.
Right. So now he's put Mark in a tough spot. Mark's just going to kick behind that ball again, like at the last shot.
Yep. See how they're all tripled up there? That's a good position to.
And I think the pink 4 hit the rail there, so I don't think he fouled.
No, he didn't reach for a coin. So.
Right. So you're
here's
right.
where
Tom's not ready yet. All those balls are tied up.
Yep. Now here's where that kick into the 2 I was talking about. Now that 15 isn't there, so he's looking at the 8 instead. But once that 8's gone, let's see if he gets the same position next time.
He's doing what you're saying though. He's using that upper left-hand corner and just leaving him there shot after shot after shot.
Yeah, eventually people slow rolling balls, full length table, eventually something happens. It hits a piece of chalk, it hits a
Right, something's
a
gonna
table
happen
roll.
here. Do you kick to the 14 here on this one?
If he can get to it, yes. I like that. Or you know what? None of those go.
Yeah, you'd
none of
want to
those
kick
go.
low. You'd for sure so you have a more offensive shot because they don't go, or what are your thoughts?
Hear me out on this. Shoot the 6 into the what we're looking at, the left side of the 5. It would be the right side of the 5 from his view.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 would bank over. The 6 would just miss the 15.
I'd say you're nuts.
Yeah. Thank you.
I could see you. I can't do that shot. You could probably do that shot.
Well, what happens is you start seeing things for no reason, playing this game forever.
That would be a cool shot, though. No offense. I'm sure you could execute that shot better than I could.
Well, I would play all cue ball. I would draw it down table. But okay, so let's see. Tom could bank this 5, and he's pretty good at twisting these. And he'd probably try to tuck the cue ball under the 10. Or no, he sees a 2-railer. He can just go straight forward with it.
Try and get back in the upper left-hand corner with the cue ball again.
Yep.
He hit this at good speed. This is really good speed.
Yep.
That ball came almost back where it started.
Yep. See, he doesn't.
Now he's kicking to the 14 again.
That doubled up 6-5 is working for Tom right now, and Tom's going to work it to death until Mark moves it.
Now it's low rolling into this. It's going to hit the rail. Great shot.
Yep.
And so now there's not an apparent 2-railer here anymore. So there's less and less shots for Tom to get him up in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, I almost.
Do you think he banks the 5 here?
He might, because he feels like you've run out of options.
Yeah.
He might, but he hasn't run out of options. There is other things out there. Shooting it quick, though.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to bank that 5. Try and get the cue ball up table again.
Play all cue ball.
Yeah. I was worried about the side, but he hit a nice shot.
Ball.
Yeah, I was thinking he'd shoot the 5.
But I mean, he played more of the 5 ball than
you
the cue
thought.
ball.
I see. Yeah, you're right. He tried to make it a thing. So he's going to kick this slow again, you think? Yeah.
Yep. Mark's working his way out of it, but he's leaving him there. He's not hitting him firm enough to get out.
Now do you bank the 8?
Yeah, now the 8's there, and Tom's licking his chops on this one because he loves the shot. I know he does. Because it's a big hole. If he hits the 5, it goes.
Right. And he can, again, put him in the upper left-hand corner or close to it.
Yep.
And protect all those balls.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times in a row Mark's shot from the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. I mean, I haven't kept track, but at least the last 5 innings, I think he's shot from the upper left-hand corner. Hit that a little thin.
Yeah. He was scared to lose the cue ball.
Yeah, and actually he did lose the cue ball because he hit it too thin. So he's going to kick again.
Yep. And
hit the 5.
Now he probably will get under the 5. And Tom will be in a little bit of a position, but he'll still have the advantage. And he might consider taking a foul here.
Oh. So he hit the rail. I don't know if the 12 was frozen, but it was not a foul.
The 14, you mean?
The 14, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, see, he's probably going to just tickle the left side of the 8 and go back up into his favorite position.
Yeah, right. Make him do it again. And it sure looks like what he's lining up for.
Yep. This will wear on you over time. If if this was a longer than a race to 3. Oh, he's going super aggressive.
Yeah, he did go aggressive. Wow.
He's been watching some Efren videos himself.
And that 8 landed in a spot where it doesn't go again.
Yeah,
So
the 2, I think he can jack up and make this 2, right?
yeah, if he didn't leave a shot here, he'd be very fortunate. We'll see if he can make this ball. He wanted to hold for the 3.
Okay,
I don't know if he will.
So these scare me after bunting a while, and then you got to back cut one of these,
Yeah.
and it's kind of fraught with peril.
Right. Yeah, you feel like you could
Sell the
break
game
it,
if
yeah.
you rattle it.
right, and
So-
you don't want to break up Tom's balls because none of them go at this
Right.
point. So he's just going to kick to the 8 again.
Yep, I would move the 6 and go beyond to the 8 just to get another thread off that side, but
Mm-hmm.
he's up 1-0. There should be 14 balls on the table. 3,
Interesting
6, 9,
game.
12. Yeah.
Is there 14?
Yep. So now
Do you thin off the 8 here and just try and double him up in the 6?
I would load it up with left English, thin the 8, and kind of stir those a little, see if maybe something wires after you stir
Yeah,
them. And
right.
then just the cue ball goes to, it's almost a masse left English shot where your cue ball goes down to the end rail, and Sears left his right hand right now where he's
Yeah.
leaning,
Yep,
leave it down by that piece of chalk down there. Because
makes sense.
Mark has proven he's not going to shoot those long distance back cut shots
Right.
or the sucker shots today.
Yeah.
He's playing a race to 3, and he's going to play smart.
Right. And he knows he needs this game. He doesn't want to fall behind 2-0. So he's
Yeah.
going to play pretty tight this game.
That's a very good point. Your brain gets a little more conservative than those stages.
Right. But this isn't easy for Tom. He's really weighing out his options. Because your shot that you're talking about, it's not easy. He might he might hit the 6 actually. It's hard to tell. I was wondering if he was going to kick that ball. He doesn't want to hit that ball, and he didn't. So
Oh.
that turned out fantastic, right? That's as good as he could have hoped for.
That is as good as you could hope for.
So he didn't foul.
I want
He
to talk
didn't
to
hit
him
the
after
10.
this
I mean,
match
he-
and see if he tried that.
If he hits the 10 there, he sells out. And
Yes.
he didn't hit the 10.
Yeah.
So he's happy with how that came out. He's
Oh.
just putting the ball over on Tom's stack again.
Yep. Now he obviously wanted to get a little bit lower and under those because now he sold the bank. Now this bank is, again, he's jacked up over these balls, so it's super hard shot execution. Oh, he's
Shooting
taking
the
a two-railer
two-railer.
because of that.
Now is he going to draw back?
Yeah, under the 10.
Yeah. He clipped that 6, so ended up on Mark's side of the table. It's not often you get a wedge of 6 balls right by Tom's hole and nothing goes in. He's going back there again.
Mark is patiently waiting.
Yeah.
And
Cue ball got away a little there.
yeah, he did. It did.
Now, do you shoot the 10 with some speed or not?
I shoot it
bank
to
it.
play the cue ball where the cue ball stays where the 7 and the 9 protect the cue ball.
Okay.
And then disregard where the 10 goes.
Right, makes sense.
So
And if you can get the 10 on your side, you can protect it if you freeze him on the 9.
Yep.
I don't think he's doing that. He's kicking
Yeah.
that 10.
that's exactly what I was.
Oh, that was the way
Yeah.
you were
Yep.
describing. That was a great shot.
Now this should reward him because he's on the rail. That was a good shot.
But he can bank this 6. I mean, I
could.
think he can get past the 3, and if he banks this 6, he's got a chance. If he makes it, he can make 3.
What I like about banking the 6s here, the cue ball, if he hits it good, is Tom doesn't have a shot.
Right.
Except the combo.
Yeah. And he hit it well.
Played just the cue ball there.
Yeah.
I see that. Well, a little tickle would have been nice for him, but look at his cue ball. So Tom had him tough on the rail, and now Mark says, "Take that."
Right. That was good return.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's doubled up on those stripes in the middle of the table, and you can't shoot the 10 here.
Well, he could shoot the edge of the 3 and put the cue ball 2 rails into the back underside of the 6.
Right. I like that shot.
That's a very difficult shot from off the rail with just the top of the cue ball on your cue stick.
But I almost would go into it fuller if I did that rather than going to the edge of it.
Yeah.
And try and go through the ball.
Right, because then you might actually roll off and then you scratch.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
What is he doing? Is he going to shoot this combo?
I don't know.
Well, I wonder if it's at such an angle where he's going to do that and play just the cue ball.
He's got to go to the 3.
Yeah.
It's just too hard. He went thin, like you said. Nice shot.
It was, but he left air.
Yeah.
And now Mark has inched his way and been patiently waiting. Now Mark's going to wait again. I think he's going to stick him on this 8 ball. He's just going to bunt the 10 over. And he's going to stick to his strategy.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a gin right there. See how he's locked up on it? Now Tom does not have a ball to see other than this 8.
Right.
So he might umbrella around under the 6 again with a foul.
I just wonder if he could thin that 8 enough and miss those stripes. Go up to the end rail. But that's dangerous. Maybe you can see the side of that stripe. He had the bank.
Oh my goodness.
He had the
so
bank.
hard to see that he had that.
Now Mark's got to decide. I mean, that's a free shot at the 10, right? Or not? Or wouldn't you call it a free shot?
Yeah. I mean, does that 13 go? No. Into Tom's hole? I don't think it goes.
I don't think it does either. I mean, I wouldn't say it's free. I mean, he can, but he's not going to shoot it.
He's going after the 8 slow roll.
Yeah, but he's just going to stick, like you said, he's going to stick to his strategy.
Yeah. Well, he's come this far. There's no sense in leaving the table on a major miss.
Yeah. And
now Tom's going to bank this?
Yeah.
Because he knows that he's not going to shoot that. And he can use left English here and pin him on the bottom rail. And I'm playing all cue ball here. And I'm actually hoping it doesn't make it. I'm hoping to stir those balls.
Yeah, you're hoping to hit the 13, right?
Right.
But
I don't want to be on that end rail if I make a ball.
Right. But maybe he just wanted to shoot the bank because it's a little thin.
He's shooting that 10 away.
Right. Or is he
2
thinning
rails
off
with
the
draw. And he's coming under the 6, but he didn't. Okay. It's a good try. Now, I know Mark is sticking to his guns, but he could shoot this 12 ball up in the center of the table and swing 3 rails underneath by the 8 again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He shot that harder.
Yeah, air. I think he was trying to stir those and leave the cue ball there, but it came out. Now Tom's got an aggressive shot here on the 6 or the 15.
Well, I didn't think he should stir him because I thought it could only help Tom.
I'm looking at a blast shot here where you
get the cue ball in the upper left-hand corner and shoot hard. Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. Just reshuffle the deck. There's not much bad can happen, I don't think. If you shoot that 6 and if it would somehow went between the 9 and 7 and hit that pack of balls.
Yeah.
Then get the cue ball up table. I agree. I think it's hard. I think you shoot this hard.
Yeah.
He went the other way.
He wasn't ready.
Something about it he didn't like.
He didn't like it. So now he's going to go back to putting him on that 8 ball. And let's see if he sells the 10 here. Okay, I think he can bank this 10. And it will run into the 12, which will then go to the other side. And if he can leave the cue ball on the end rail, he'll leave that sucker shot on the 6.
Yeah.
Let's see if he shoots that.
I don't know what happened there, but Tom put up a coin on his side. So I don't know if he fouled somehow on the last shot. I know it was, no, he took it away now. No, it's still on his side.
Okay.
So he must have made a cue a cueing error or something involved.
Okay.
So we'll find out what happens. See if he puts up a ball the next time he makes one. But
Wow.
that doesn't make sense though, because
Well, look at this.
wow, he's
Didn't quite get there with the cue ball, so he's
Right.
going to sell the 6, but the balls are wedged in Tom's hole almost. So
well. He'd
there's
love to
not
get
much
to the
future.
7 here. He'd love
Yeah.
to. You can go forward with a hard spinner, and try and get on the 7. If you can get anywhere on the right side rail, but he's got to shoot with the bridge, so that makes it harder.
You know what? I've been doing this more and more lately. There's absolutely no reason to shoot this 6.
You don't want the point?
I almost don't, because what do you got? Unless you got something afterwards.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does.
He
See,
took
he
the
had the
point.
same shot afterwards.
Right.
There's a threat over there, and now there isn't.
So it's
Yep. But it's
Yeah.
so hard not to shoot it because
Right.
it's a straight in shot. I
Right.
mean, I think most people will shoot it.
now he'll just roll to the 8 again, though.
Yep.
Back to the old.
Yep. Steal the point.
Yeah.
and Back to the wedge. Okay, so he could 3-rail this 15 with inside right. I'm just knocking.
Yeah,
down
right.
here. He might shoot.
Well, I
this
mean,
3-rail.
there's not a lot that can go wrong. Even if he gives up a ball,
Yeah.
he can't get more than a ball. Usually, all the 7 ball is open, and Mark could get on the 7 on his lower left pocket if something goes wrong. But he kind of looks like he's lining up for your shot that you're talking about. He's shot.
No. Okay. Get ready to taste the back of the 8.
I don't know if anybody's counted how many times he's kicked to the 8, but it's been a lot. He's been on the left rail and kicked into that 8 at least 10 times, I think.
And he doesn't need to measure anymore. Look at these measuring.
Right, exactly. He's got the speed. He's got
everything.
maybe he's in mind he's going to kick hard one
Well,
of these times.
He
Do you see that? Maybe
he is probably thinking, okay, I've sold a few banks. Let me tuck this in there better so that he doesn't have this 12 ball as a bank.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll hit this 8 a little firmer so he gets in behind that 13 a little more.
Yeah, he's going to the 8 again.
Yeah.
He did kick a little harder.
Yep.
And you're right, he was trying to hide that cue ball more.
So if that 8 gets above the 14, the 4-14 are wired. If the 8 gets out of the way on the, because Mark's going to keep doing that.
Right.
If it bumps up out of the way, the 4-14 look like they might go soon. Of course.
Well, will the 4-8 go now? Probably not. He's just going to slow roll this ball slow. I think he tried. I don't know if he tried to hit it there or not. I think he
Yeah.
double
Yeah, if he
clutched. I feel like he's just going to tap this to the rail. This is a hard shot, even though it looks easy. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Didn't want to double hit it. That's what he was worried about, I think.
Okay, so this is getting interesting because you have to love one pocket to watch this.
That's why it's interesting. He's going to tap it again.
Yeah. So now he's going to do the same thing. And let's see if he's got the nerve to just do this real soft.
Right. Because there's really nowhere else for him to go, right? In his favor. If he goes up to
he's
the
going up
end
to
rail,
the-
but he could leave a shot. It's only one ball, but
Might be hitting
He
it
can
firm
go
enough
hard.
to get above the 15. There we go. Yeah, so he hit it firm enough to. That's a good shot. Almost good. He left that 12, but Mark might still go under it.
I don't know if he can. And if that stripe in the middle table's in the way to kick.
You know what I like here is banking the 12 and playing the cue ball straight forward. So you'd be banking the 12 a little bit to his left.
Mm-hmm.
And the cue ball would still go up under the 8. And you play all cue ball, but at least it might stir the 3-7. The 12 might stir the 3-7 by,
Yeah,
you know?
I see what you're saying.
And maybe one would kick over. I mean, he's got to eventually move a threat to his side. Even though this trapping is working, it's not.
Not getting anywhere with it.
Right.
Yeah. He's going slow. He had a room to kick, and I don't know if he's going to hit the ball. He's going to foul there.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to spot one of his balls and go back to 1.
So.
This is a game that feels like it could go on for a while.
Yeah. But as soon as one powerful shot stirs it up, it could end real quick,
Yeah,
too.
true.
So we got confirmation that was a foul on Tom earlier that we didn't know what happened. He accidentally touched the 6, which moved 2 balls. So
that's why he's got the coin up on his side.
So it's 1 to -1. That is correct.
You think he's going to bank this ball?
You know, I don't think he can see it, but I've been wrong every time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if he can do that or not.
Looks like he's trying to. I think he must be able to see it because he's posing like he's shooting it. And he would be selling the 6 ball here. He sold the 6. So this is an easy shot for Mark to go in, shoot the 6 and go in behind. However, that
ball got close to the
got in the
pocket.
way.
Yeah, that ball got close to the pocket. So I don't know if he's going to shoot the 6. Maybe he will. I think he's going to try and kick to the side again and move that ball. Or he's going to give it to him. He gave him the ball.
He is relentless. Okay, so
Yep.
Tom owes that. That'll be 0 now.
So we're 1-0. And that was a smart shot. Why Mark's like, I'm just going to give him that ball. And I know I can't sell out then. Although he could have lost the game there. He couldn't have won it. So he just said, here, you have the ball. Play from here. And Tom doesn't have a lot to shoot at here again.
He's going to put him in his favorite spot, upper left.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And now look at that 414 that are ready now. See what I mean? If Tom gets any shot, that 414 are wired.
Yeah, right.
But they weren't until that 8 cut out.
Right, the 8's out of the way, and it is. So I'm sure that Mark sees that, and he probably doesn't like that. And he might try and do something to disturb that situation again.
Yeah, you know what? He might disturb it right now. He'll tickle the top of the 13 ball and come under the 8-14 and touch him.
Yeah.
But that 13 and the cue ball will still.
He went hard. He went for a throw to his side. What a shot.
That was a great shot.
And
he finally got a threat over there, too.
Yeah. I don't know if it came up too high here or not. I don't know if Tom can hit it, but that was a really nice shot. He just avoided the double kiss there.
Yeah.
So it was a nice shot.
And Tom could kick this because there's no threats. So if you're going to get rid of it, it might be the time. Because you know that he's going to be up under that 8 again next inning.
Right, exactly. This really is the first time in this game where you feel like Mark's got something in position now, and Tom's got something to worry about.
Thank you. Oh, he tried coming in backside of it. Okay.
So
he tried a pretty advanced shot.
It's amazing how fast it's changed. Mark had nothing, and now he's got a chance to get multiple balls.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So he made a great 3-rail shot, and he just manufactured something that he missed, though.
Oh.
He wanted to hold that for the 9 and get a bunch of balls, and missed. So now Tom's just going to pocket the ball. Mark's hating that.
Yeah.
If he can see the 7, I think he's just going to pocket it, or he's going to use the other ball.
Watch his cueing here. If he moves 2 balls, it's a foul. So watch what he's doing here. That was a good shot. Jacked up like that, those are always scary.
Right.
could have scratched there.
Yeah, he could have
you know.
followed that right in.
Okay, I'm gonna make one more for Mark here, so it's 2-0, and Mark has changed the game with his patience.
Yeah.
I really thought that Tom was coming up with a good idea there, but it was pretty advanced. Tough shot.
Right back into that 8.
Yep.
And now he can't, Mark's got a couple balls on his side, so Tom really can't or doesn't feel as comfortable banking those balls anymore.
Yeah, maybe he'll bank that 13 ball in the middle of the table there. 2 rails and draw it down to the 9 area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Because he needs to stir those balls.
Yeah, they just haven't done anything for him.
He's going
Do you,
for
do you,
the
but
long
do you
run.
bank the 10 into the 8, and just leave him in the long shot in the 6 because he hasn't been
Yeah.
shooting these.
Yeah, maybe if he shoots and he uses the 15 to kill the cue ball, and
Yeah.
the cue ball will just drift down to the bottom rail or the top rail.
Right.
And maybe,
Or he might thin off that. I don't think he's going to thin off. He's banking it. Yeah.
oh my goodness, what a shot.
He put that ball right in front of the hole, but it didn't end up in a great spot. So now Mark's got multiple balls here to shoot at. I think he's going to shoot this time. He's going to try and make this. I don't know if he shoots a 6 here. Can't tell the angle he has.
Yeah, he's supposed to shoot the 6 and the 12 and then the 13, I think.
I think he's not doing that though.
He's going for the smartest shot.
So he just took his point again.
He didn't want to miss,
Right.
leave the table on a miss.
Right.
And that, a lot of times that's what happens in one pocket. It's just you're playing a more conservative style. He's been staying so patient. I think he's sticking to his guns and he's not over playing outside of his circle.
So now he's just going to knock the 9 to his side again
Yeah.
and make
Good
it.
shot.
And now he can,
Now, yeah.
now. So he's made 2 more. He's on 4.
Yep.
And now he's going to take that ball out. He's not even shooting. He's so patient.
Yep.
And he knocks some balls towards his pocket. That was a game changer.
Yeah, sure was.
Marcus played a solid game here to stay in this.
I agree. He's grinding.
Now, is that you can't kick to this 14 now because the 1's in position for Mark, so he's got to find another shot. It feels
Yeah.
like that's wired, but that's too risky, right? To kick to that ball.
I like kicking the 1 ball
Yeah.
and changing some of the position of that and let the cue ball drift forward because there's a little, you could pin on one of these, get a little drift.
Yeah.
Kick it firm enough where the cue ball keeps going another half a
Right.
foot.
Did exactly your shot.
Even firmer.
Even harder, yeah. Yep. Try and get that cue ball to go up by the 8 ball.
Yeah. Now he can't get by that 14 now, so he's going to bank this.
Right. He's going to bank it inside the left side of the 6, right?
Yep.
And then he leaves him safe. And he's great cue ball speed.
Yep. Yeah, he's honing in on that rail.
Yeah. There's a lot of double kisses on that stripe by Mark's left hole. So that ball's hard to take out in that position.
Now, Tom could do a few cool things here. Immediately, he's probably thinking, how do I get rid of that 13?
Mm-hmm.
But he could play off the side of the 8. However, he doesn't have much cue ball, and he's got a full distance table to
Right.
shoot, so it's a tough shot. But that could stir things up. The 3 would hit the 1, 4, 14,
I like that shot because you can hit the 8 pretty full.
Yep.
So you should be
Yep.
fairly accurate.
Stay under that 13.
Yeah. I think you
You might be doing that.
you got that called, I think.
Might be shooting the 5.
He shot it hard.
Oh,
and he took that ball out.
Oh, I see what he did. He played,
But
my
he let
goodness.
the 8 go. That was aggressive.
Yeah.
So now Mark's sitting on 4, and he wants to get more than 1 here. Let's go up for the 6. Hit a great shot. Doesn't want to be over the top of it, but he'd probably just take his ball.
Yep.
Now he's ahead 6-0, so he didn't want to do anything too crazy there. Really taking control of the game, and I think he'll bank this ball now.
I think that was a mistake.
You do.
Yes.
I feel like he doubled him up on the 3 here. I don't know if he was trying to, but
It's 6-0. He should be clearing Tom's hole now. Tom was one shot away from even in this game.
yeah.
Just he played so tight to get a lead. He's got 6-0, and then he brought another ball down table. So I think Tom could shoot this 5 and get right back into this game because that 5 goes.
It's thin though.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you're
if you shoot it,
6-0.
yeah, 6-0, you just gamble. You know,
Yeah.
you lose the game if you miss it. You're kind of gambled the game on this shot. I suppose you're down 6-0. It kind of looks like that's what he's doing.
Sometimes when you make the right decisions, the pool gods make it for you.
Yeah. That's exactly what he did, and I thought he made it, but he didn't.
So now this is a routine shot, but it's a tester on this table. Let's see if he gets shake, or if he just plays the make. Okay, so that he might have not committed to a
Right, I think he was a little nervous on that, knowing that he could give up some balls. And he didn't really give up anything here in terms of way to make. Do you think he could make that 14?
No, what I'd like him doing here is just shooting the 1 into the 11
The
ball,
11 ball.
and then play all cue ball to stick him underneath the 4 ball, like pinned on the rail and the 4.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get all the balls ready, and it's almost checkmate. He'll Mark will have to do something just to buy time. But at 6-0,
Yeah.
he's not going to win the game from here anyway.
Right.
Tom wants.
Although
more balls
he
in
might
there.
like where that 1-5-14 is. You know,
Yeah.
that looks like a combo that's on.
Yeah,
So
the
he might
one-
not want to move 1-4,
Yeah.
14. He's
Okay.
messing him up this way.
Oh,
Oh, he scratched. That was unfortunate. It's hard to scratch in those sides on that shot, but it seems like it happens.
that puts him at -1. Now Mark, his patience has paid off this game.
Right. So let's see if he can put the 3 in. He wants to make the 3 and then the 1.
I think he's playing to the 10 because it's free.
Oh, free. Yeah.
You know, there's no sellout if he just goes around that 5.
Yeah. But it makes the 3 harder to make. So we'll see if he puts it in. And maybe he doesn't care because his head 6-0. If he misses, he misses. But it makes it harder to pocket. But we put Tom in a tough spot there, so I guess that was the right shot. I don't know if he can get through there and pocket that 3.
No, he's in trouble.
He's in trouble here. Yeah, he's in big trouble. I think Mark's, he just touched it, and he owes the ball, I think.
Yeah. So now it's 6 to -2. The thing about Tom is he's a fighter. He'll try to win this game.
Yeah, right. And now you might open this up so Tom can maybe pocket the 3. I don't know if he can get past the 10 or not.
I wonder if he's going to try and go down table by the 15, 13 that are up there. One more ticky.
He's going to tick this again. The camera's difficult to see because it feels like he can get through that 3, but maybe not. Yeah, they're wedged. I don't know how many times you can do this, but they're still there.
Yeah.
That's a shot I can't do. I mean, now you hit that ball, a millimeter. What a shot. You won the game.
Okay, that's gonna be, he's got one more ball to make here.
Yeah.
And we'll call it 1-1.
Mark played a great game there, and he needed it. He was down 1-0 and ground that one out.
Yeah, 8 to -2.
Right. He just stayed patient, and then he got a lot of balls at the end there pretty quickly.
So it's a race to 2. It's almost 8 o'clock. We got a late start today, so hour and a half for 2 games.
Right.
That's indicative of a very even match.
I feel like we're going to see more of the same.
Yeah.
I feel like if we've got 3 more games here, we've got at least a couple hours probably.
Yeah. Let's see if he's close to the rail here with this. Now, a lot of times people will miss the 4 ball here with the deflection. See if he hits the 4. He wants to just nick the 4. See, he missed it.
Yeah.
And that's the clean balls. I only know this because I keep mentioning it, but
It's the clean balls, and it's the newer cloth.
Yep.
So there's not as much friction on the cloth. So if you hit with side spin, the cue ball deflects over.
Yep.
And it doesn't come back because of the new cloth or the newer cloth.
Yeah.
On an older cloth, it would spin right back into that 4.
Same thing that happened in that old Matt Roth match where he tried kicking that 14 full length table.
Right.
I think it was. You remember that one?
Yeah.
He missed the whole ball
Right,
in the
exactly.
pocket because of the deflection.
Yeah.
Okay, so those balls, the 8 and the 13, look like they're situated where they don't go. I wouldn't stir them. I would play the 2. But it looks like he's trying to get rid of everything.
And he left Mark an opportunity here to get multiple balls.
Yeah, Mark could actually just play the bank next.
Yeah, you're right. Play the bank and then go to the 13. I can't tell if there's an angle on the 7.
Yeah, it looks like it's so straight that he can't
I think he's going to stun up.
Oh, it could. Okay, all right.
And now, do you go to the stack here, or what do you try and play position here?
I'm gonna try to run into the 8 ball maybe.
Okay.
Thin this and then you have the
Have the
10
10.
next, and then the 8 for the bank.
Well, he doesn't want to scratch. Got that with inside English.
Yeah, he didn't. He might not have thought that one through. He might have been divided in his mind what he was doing there still.
I think that was a little bit of new cloth deflection too, where he ended up hitting it too thin and went and scratched. He might have been trying to go 2 rails and hit the bottom rail though to get shape on the 10.
Yeah.
That might be what he was trying to do. So what does that end up?
Okay,
We end up with.
Okay.
Is it 0-0 still?
Yeah, it's 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah, that really worked out in Tom's favor. He ended up not losing a ball. And I can see where Mark think that was almost impossible to scratch at. But he did.
And this is what happens in one pocket too. You play some patient games like that and you make some mental errors. That's all that was just a little bit of fatigue.
Yeah.
We're hour and a half in. So this one here, if he can get above the balls.
He probably ended up a little thinner than he wanted here,
Yeah.
right?
He's probably going to come run into the 4. Cutting this real thin. He's
Yeah.
gonna probably run into the 4.
Yeah, or he might go between the 4 and 5.
Yeah, and scratch.
You could maybe go between the 4 and 5 and try and get on the 5.
Well, the problem is
Two rails.
if you don't hit the 4, the speed he's going to hit it, he might have a rail shot next. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
He hit the 6. He
Yeah,
he
too
widened the angle. He shot with a little running English and widened it out. I don't know if he's got the bank. If he's got the bank here on the 15, I don't know if that's the 15. Might be the 15. If he's got the bank, he can protect it. I don't know if the 4's in the way though.
there's a shot here, but it's too hard to explain without a telestrator.
We don't have a telestrator
Yeah.
available yet at this time yet.
I was going to say blast the 7. where you draw your cue ball into the 15. The
Okay.
14 goes off the 3 over. The 3 stays pretty much because all the energy goes into the 13 ball because they're squared up.
Yeah.
Everything spits your way.
Yeah.
Even the 7. The 7 might not though after the 14 one.
Might go forward, yeah.
I was thinking crazy again, but
Yeah, no, I like that thought. I mean,
So
that
right
14
here-
might even go in on that shot, but there's nothing.
Tom can do his favorite little upper left corner with just skin the 5 here and put him back in the upper left corner. And, use that 11 as his key ball. Protect it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to
He's
trickle
thinning
down
off
to
the
the
7.
Yeah, just to the bottom rail. It looks like he's. Oh, okay.
So he ended up with 2 balls out of that, didn't he? I think. Going right back to the stack.
Yeah, that was very effective. Now Tom only has 1 or maybe 2 options here. It looks like he's going to skin the 11 and come down to the bottom rail, or the 13.
I feel like he could skin that and go to the bottom rail too.
He might
just
sell
gotta-
out a bank if he skins that 13.
Yeah, true. You'd have to hit it very thin.
See how the balls look like a drill? The 2, 6, 5, 4, 15, 14. They look like a drill to Tom's
Pocket.
Yeah. So right now they're in his favor. Let's see if Mark
He
just
took a
played
foul,
a great
maybe.
shot.
He
Yeah.
might have took a foul there.
So we're gonna spot one up.
Yeah.
And we're at a -1. But now let's see if Mark can rearrange these because they're kind of in Tom's favor. Tom broke, right?
Tom broke, yes.
Yeah. So now he's gonna just that 13-8
He's
combo.
going back to the sack again, but he's left Tom a bank.
Yeah, he did. Can he see the whole 8?
I think he can. This you just go to make this, right? I mean, there's not anything.
He's
no-
jumping up quick to shoot it. I would think a little bit about this. I would think. I mean, he looks like he's just ready to just.
Yeah,
make
he
it.
does.
Good shot.
Good speed.
Okay, that's
Got his ball back.
his.
And now he's just gonna wants to freeze the cue ball in the stack.
Yeah, I would. Nice, easy execution shots like stop shots is what I like to look for. So that 3 stop shot and then the 14 blasts out. 2 rails
Wow.
in the hole.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
So he could bunt this out or he could bank it.
He's bunting it out.
Yeah. And he shot that so quick.
Yeah, he should have really tried to freeze that on the end rail, right?
Agreed.
Should have force followed that.
And those are the little things that break people down. He might kick into the 9 ball here and just move a ball over, hit the top side of the 9,
yeah.
and it'll trap him inside of that 114.7.
Okay. He went to the 3 instead.
Yeah.
Now he left the 7 here. He bank the 7 right into the 1 and stop on the 11?
Yeah, I like that shot. Moving a few balls at the
Right.
same time. and-
Yeah. Shoot this fairly hard. Now he actually tried to bank the 7.
He made it.
Nice shot.
Put Mark
Now
on
he's-
the board. It's 2-1.
Yeah. Now he's going to bank the orange stripe.
That's not bad. I don't dislike just pinning him on the 1 too and knocking the 9 down there.
Yeah. He's protecting that ball.
That was a great bank.
And
That's
that's
in the hole.
In the hole, yeah.
Well, you can tell when they come off the club that how good they are.
2 nice banks in a row. Now we're sitting at 2-2.
Game score 1-1. Ball score 2-2. Doesn't get any better.
Right. Now he's looking for, he wants to put another ball by his hole and protect it, right? I mean, that would be the ideal, but I don't think he doesn't have the shot.
left him out in the middle of air there. I would have tried to come down to the bottom rail.
Yeah. Right. I kind of feel like he could bank this 6 and put the cue up into the lower left, the upper left pocket, like your favorite shot.
Yeah.
If I ever play you, that's where you're going to go.
Yeah.
I feel like it sits pretty nice for that. I don't know if he'll do that or not.
It's funny. When I learned one pocket in the late '90s, I'd watch a lot, and there was these older gentlemen that would play, and that's what they would do because they couldn't see that well.
Oh,
But it's a great strategy.
distance, yeah. That's exactly what he's done.
Yeah.
He didn't get the cue ball quite on the end rail.
Yep. You need to tighten that up a little and get the 2 further down. But
Right.
now, because now Mark's got a nice bank on this 2, and the 6 is not a threat because he'll either run into it or. Well, I guess it is a threat if
It
he
is,
goes by
yeah,
it.
right.
If he goes by it. But I think he's going to hit at a speed where he's going to use the stack to protect the 2. Just a slow roll.
You think it's a slow roll this one?
So I don't think he'll get past the 6.
I thought he might 2-rail that out of there. I think he
I
was
should
a
know
little
better.
worried. Yeah.
He's so patient.
Yeah,
today.
he's very patient.
Hey, Tom, we know he's shooting this a lot,
Yeah,
right?
so you're right. He's cue ball in the upper left-hand corner there again.
Yeah, he's playing cue ball to like the 3rd diamond, so by the side pocket almost.
To protect the 11 if he gets it close to the pocket.
But that 2, he'll sell. You know what I mean? I almost think he's got to leave it down there. Yeah, so he did.
He left it there. He didn't want to leave his bank on the 2.
Yep. That was great because he protected the 11.
Yeah, he did.
So, but Mark,
Do you cut this 5?
I think so because I think the tangent line of the cue ball is
Goes
free.
behind the 11? I mean, he might be able to make the 5 and get shape on the 11 if he makes it. I don't know. It's possible.
As long as it goes through that 2-4 window.
Right. And it also protects it.
Yeah. So he played all cue ball there, which is good. Nice shot.
Got himself at least a ball there.
Yeah.
He would love it if he's protected on that where Tom can't make the 5. Tom might have to kick to the top rail to make the 5.
It looks like that's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Perfect conditions here, though. Make that kick easy.
Right.
It's nice to have a perfect table. All right, so that's one more for Mark. So 3-2, he's taking the lead.
Right. So he'll just take the 11 out here. Try and get something on his side, but that was aggressive. Left the bank here, maybe.
Definitely left a bank. If Tom can hit this, actually this bank is difficult because you have to hit it perfect. I think, that the point of the pocket is so close to the point.
Yeah. And if you hit, sometimes it'll deaden it. If you just hit just a little too close to that point.
Yeah, 1/8 of an inch off, you're in trouble. It might be worth looking at that. Is that the 9 ball there under the
2-railing the 9 ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like the bank. You're right.
And he's going to draw down, it looks like.
Oh, he went to
Or
the
it's just
stack.
in
Yeah, he didn't. He just decided to play defense there. Nothing easy here.
No. I wonder if he'll kick at this 11 ball. Just at a speed where it pins right by it
Yeah.
and accepts a foul, or if he tickles the 15 to come down underneath it,
I can't tell if he can see that ball.
He's in a bad spot.
Right. I don't know if you can see the edge of that thing. What number is that?
13. Yeah, I don't
Could
know.
you kick into 13? Would you ever take?
If you
kick
can
into
get through
13?
the 3-1, I would definitely kick the 13, the top side of it, and the cue ball will go right.
Right.
Into,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could see that.
I don't know if he could either. He left the bank here.
Well, and is the 9 wired? Can he kick the 1-9 combo?
Oh, yeah.
Because if it is, that opens it all up too.
That would be really dangerous. I don't think it's wired. He's looking at it though. You know him well.
Well, here's the thing: if it isn't, he could kick to the bottom of the 15 and run into it.
Right.
That would control the cue ball a little. I mean, I don't know how comfortable he is with this shot, but he's come up a lot. The 13 also banks.
Yeah.
He
I thought he
was at that shot.
Right. I thought, to me, it looks like he's going to bank that 13, but you can't really protect it. He's not going to shoot. He's not going to shoot either one.
2 rail to 3. Can he see the full 3? He must.
Must be able to.
Oh, he tickled the 13, so it.
Yeah.
And he got a little lucky to protect the 13.
And he didn't give up a bank.
I wonder if the 1 goes in off the 9 to Mark's hole.
He's looking at it. He's definitely looking at it. I feel like the 9 doesn't go, so
Yeah, especially if he hits the top of the 1, it looks like it throws to the bottom rail.
Right.
He can play the cue ball over to the side rail by the 13.
He definitely shot your shot.
Wow, worked out, but
yeah, he got a little fortunate there.
Yeah. Okay, so the 1 ball is really not a threat, so I don't know if Tom's going to shoot that. He could see it, but I don't think he can bank it to his hole.
Right. He can only hit the bottom side of it, I think.
Because it's not a threat, I'd contemplate going down, using the 15 as a cover. Down in this favorite spot down there.
Down there.
But on the side rail, the second diamond.
That's what he's putting his tip by the closer to the first diamond over there.
Because Mark's proven not to shoot those. Now, certain players, you cannot do that.
And how would you get there, Mike?
Well, that's the hard part, I think. You could off the 11, or no, you couldn't because the 1's in the white. No,
right.
I don't know.
To me, it looks like he's shooting at the 1, or maybe the cutting the 11, going under the 1.
Yeah.
Got a ball on his side of the table.
Mark didn't hesitate to just get rid of that 1.
Yeah.
Reset.
So there's not a huge advantage. It should favor Tom here.
Yeah. That 6 ball, he could tickle the 6 and go over to that 3 ball.
Right.
And tease him with that 15, but I wouldn't mess with him with that 15.
And that 6 ball's in a good spot for Tom too.
Yeah.
He's gonna thin that ball.
Smart. He's protecting his key balls, but I think he came up a little high so they can see the back of this. He could kick this for 11, or just
Just getting the ball on his side.
Yep.
Now, do you see him moving the ball back to his side, then in the 2 on the right? But then again, he's tempting with that shot on the 11 or the 15. So I'm sorry. You could thin this 2 ball on the right and try to go up behind the 1.
They're both being kind of, or Tom's being kind of stubborn. He wants to get a ball in play. I think what I would do here is just shoot the 9, 11, 13 and blast them up and put my cue ball in your favorite spot, the middle right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And just accept it's going up table. And that's kind of what he did. He protected one more time, but I think they're going up table.
It seems like it's where it's heading. He really he got up close to that 9 ball. It was a good shot.
It was. I don't know how he's going to. Well, okay, he's still protecting him with the
Right.
12 or the 4.
With the 4. And he can't bank the 1 because he leaves the 11 or the 9.
Probably going to skin this 14 or the 4 and come down on the bottom rail again.
Yeah, it feels like he should use 4 here.
It's
Trying to knock the
interesting.
ball to his side.
In one pocket, usually when you come down to the bottom rail, you're kind of inducing an up table game, and Mark is very willing to do that today.
Right. We had a 1 pocket here 2 or 3 months ago, 8-person 1 pocket tournament, and Mark won the tournament.
Yeah.
Did he play you in the finals?
I think it might have been Rob Matson.
Oh, yeah, Rob
He and
Matson.
Rob,
Yeah.
I think he and Rob play a lot together too.
Oh,
Rob.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So Mark's
Well,
kind of the defending champion here of our last 1 pocket tournament.
I'm pretending not to remember, but I remember Mark and Rob both beat me.
Oh, did they? That was a double elimination tournament.
Yeah.
It was a fluke.
Yeah.
So do you think he shoots the 2 here?
I
mean,
he should,
because he can get on the 5
cue balls
or the 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He can get on the pink 4, or he could. It's a long shot.
Yeah, I think he's going to go right through that 4-14 window
Yeah.
and get on that 13. So I think it's
Roll
fairly
forward.
free. But it could be a half an inch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Angle
quite the
difference.
right angle.
Yeah.
I feel like if he wants multiple balls, he would have to stun over and shoot the pink 4 next. And maybe he doesn't like that. Maybe that's too risky. He went forward, like you said, and the angle wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
So I like the shot though, because he wasn't greedy. He got his ball and he wasn't going to sell out.
4-2 mark.
Now Mark probably really doesn't mind the up table game because he's got a couple ball lead here.
Yeah. And he's starting to solidify his strategies working. So he's starting to commit to the patience game.
Right. Yeah, it worked for him last game.
Yep.
And so he really hasn't given Tom to shoot at anything in a long time.
No, he hasn't. And that's why probably it looked like Tom kind of threw his hands in the air in a few shots last game because he was just trying to force something.
Right.
Okay, this 11, can you see it?
I don't think he can.
He's trying to find a shot to get to his hole.
Yeah, he is. Can you 2-rail the 3? I don't know if that does him any good. I don't think he has the right angle for that.
Mm-mm.
He could kick up behind the 11.
Yeah, looks like that's what he's gonna do. Firm, so it goes up table.
Yeah.
Nice cue ball.
Yeah, really nice key ball.
Now right here, I'm gonna tickle the right side of the 11 and pin him just behind the 1 ball. It's gonna go right in between the window of the 3-1 and off
Okay.
the bottom rail, and I'll use a little right English, and hopefully it tucks right in.
Yeah.
That one.
You could also try and get him on the 3, but I don't know. Your angle.
Yeah, or even if you don't get what I was saying, if you jack him up on the 3, whatever, you just get that 11 over there and put him over there and be in that window. Did that kiss a little on the way out?
I don't think it did. He kind of hit it thicker and went through the ball. Left Tom, left Mark in his favorite spot.
Yep. Looked at that 3 ball last time. Now he wants it this time.
Right. He can't. There's no 11 to kick behind this time. He's just going to slow roll this, I think. He just put it on his side.
Now Tom might shoot this 14. If it goes, does it go?
I think it goes. I think
Or maybe
Mark
he'll
probably
cut
put the 3 there just to protect it,
Yeah.
so that he thinks twice about shooting that 14.
It's cuttable, that 3.
Yeah.
Play the cue ball down by the 1.
I like that.
And,
Because even if you miss it,
Right.
it's probably protected. It's kind of a free shot. Boy, hit it nicely.
yeah.
No.
And he's got the protection. Well, it
Yeah.
looks like there might be a
Yeah,
window
there's a
there.
gap there. There's a gap. Now, will Mark just pocket this ball?
Look, he's just getting up and hitting before Tom even sits down.
He might pocket this ball. No, there was room there. I didn't think he had that much room.
Okay, there's the 1 ball again. This is that shot I was describing before.
Right.
Just
Get the 3 on your side and go behind the 1.
yep. Tom has a tendency of going for the bank a little bit more than the cue ball in this when I play him.
Okay.
So he'll try to make the 3 a little bit closer to the hole, where I tend to want to play
Get
just
the cue ball on the 1.
Yeah. No, he played all cue ball.
Yeah, he did.
And
Boy.
it might pay off because
Good
that's
speed.
a tough shot.
Yeah.
He can't
But
get a
he-
future with that, I don't think.
Right. But if it's straight in, he might just take the ball. I can't tell if it's straight in or not. And yeah, he might just take this ball.
Played the drift nicely.
Yep, he did. He did. So he's at 5.
Yep. Thank you.
Mark's happy to take any ball at this point. Just extend that lead.
They're squeezing tough when he's making it plus playing cue
Yeah,
ball.
just freezing him on the end rail. Tom maybe has a little advantage here, but there's nothing.
No, if he
Nothing.
can play this 15 ball but without scratching, this is a scratch kind of shot.
Right,
If you play the object ball too much.
right.
See how it's going right.
Going
into
right
the wall.
towards it. Good speed, though. Look at this
Yeah.
speed.
Wow.
Oh, it just keeps rolling. I
Oh.
can't believe that ball scratched. And he made the 15. That was, I didn't see either of those things happening. Wow. That the balls were really rolling out tonight.
Yeah, and if he had cut that a little bit more, he wouldn't have scratched.
Right. And you're right. It's such a touchy shot,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
To really, when you're going through a ball like that, to really hit it at the right angle.
So
He's
Mark
shooting the
needs
5.
3. Let's see if he can. You think he'll roll forward to try and break those 2? I doubt it.
I don't think so.
Just play a slow roll on the 4. And
Right. It looks like he's trying to get a bank on
Yep.
the 9.
Yeah, that's smart.
make the 4 and
Smart play, because the only ball that Tom can make right now, other than the 4, is the 9. A 14-3 are kind of tied up.
Yeah.
So he's playing shape to get rid of both loose balls.
knocked it right in the pocket.
And got perfect where he was pointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that puts him at 6.
6.
He needs 2. Let's see if he drifts this one right in the hole. This one you want to play pocket speed and leave the cue ball.
Yeah. He can go up behind the 3-12. May have left him the 9 here. He can, yeah.
Okay, that's not a threat.
Nope. Well, do you take it out anyway? Just to leave.
Probably if I don't have another
right?
shot.
Yeah.
But right now, I thought that was a mistake in the sense that he didn't bring balls up table and
Right.
take advantage of his 6-1 lead.
I felt like he hit it a little fat. If he hits it thinner.
Tom might shoot this 8 because he knows that he's got the balls in
Right.
play.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was the danger one. Because I felt like he was going to shoot it with inside English to avoid selling out the 9. So now he's.
The dreaded kiss.
Yep. So. I'm surprised that Mark didn't shoot the 8 there, but he hit the rail first.
Mm-hmm.
So the cue ball went up table more. Let's see if he makes this 8. Yeah, I think he hit rail first on the 9, and therefore didn't get the position he wanted on the 8. I was surprised he didn't shoot the 8 first, but he's on the hill. We're going to extend the game here for Tom. Probably thinks he wants to steal it now.
Yeah.
But the patience that Mark is showing is
Yeah,
He's
he's played a 2-way on almost every shot.
yeah, he's not giving Tom any shots at his hole.
Yep. So this is a transition part of the game now. Mark should be wanting to get these balls out of play and up table. Tom should be wanting to get him back in play, so he's probably going to 2-rail this and try something. No, he's just going to
Get it on his side.
spot.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
But
think there's
by-
any bank here. Well,
Tom's thinking on this is by leaving him down table like that forces Mark to shoot him up table. He's trying to
Right.
encourage the balls to come back up.
yeah, right. Get him in play for himself.
He's thinking of a cool little bank shot here. Let's see if he makes it. These are tough to judge.
Yeah, and he just
Better to be short there though, because then it puts it on the bottom rail rather than the bankable position.
he's left Tom with a combination here though, and he can get save. I don't know if there's a lot of future in it, but he could make this 3 or get it close and go 1 rail with the cue ball. Doesn't look like he's going to do it.
Looks like he's just gonna slice and dice this and bring it up table to where his hand is. Be nice if he could get it over behind the
I think
8.
he might bank it over on his side. Maybe that's what you were thinking that he was going to do. Or
Yeah, I think that was dangerous because now Mark can bank this. But
Mark's good at these
so
banks.
I think he's gonna just bunt it up table.
Yeah, I think so too. Because there's no reason to.
Stick to your guns.
Right. The only thing bad can happen is to try and bank it. So we got 7 balls left, and Tom needs them, every one of them.
Yep. He might be trying to two-rail this, and this is asking a lot.
Yeah. Kick behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to bank it in.
Those are fun shots when they go.
Right.
They're cool. Just gonna bunt it out again. Let's see how his cue ball is after.
He's got it frozen almost on the end rail.
Yep.
So if you're Tom, you just sit and fight one ball at a time here and just it's a long way back, one ball at a time.
Yeah, I'd almost start trying to force things. Like I'd make the 13 right now and put him up in that upper left corner with left English,
Okay.
just to get a ball in play. That's
Right.
something to think about.
Right.
He might do that next inning. But Mark could bank this. He could shoot this mock speed, and if he misses, it goes down table anyway.
Right.
Okay, now I would leave that.
You would leave that there.
Yes, because that's a ball in play. I mean, it's not a threat, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't have a shot, I'd leave it. I might not have a shot here.
Yeah, I don't think the 8-ball banks. He did what you said, though. He left it, and I think he might have sold out.
I think what he did is okay as long as he didn't sell that 15.
I
don't. At that angle from that
Yeah.
angle looks really.
Oh,
tough to
yeah,
cut.
yeah. You're right. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
So what do you do with these balls?
I might go real soft kick on the 3 and hook him on the 3. See if I can tie those up a little,
Yeah.
or just shoot.
Could
the
you just
3
go
out.
into the 3? Yeah. Just shoot straight.
He's jacked up on the 11. That's why I was thinking of a soft shot.
Yeah,
But
right.
good shot.
Oh, he held that cue ball. That was a
Yeah.
great shot. That is such a hard shot from that distance to hold that cue ball.
So Mark here, I don't know if he's going to do something aggressive, but I mean, an easy alternative for him would be to just stop shot on the 3 and move it up table. And then the only option Tom will have is the 15 there, or whatever that is, 10.
Yeah,
He went
I
for it.
saw him that. I'm like, he's going to shoot that over by his hole.
14, I guess it is.
So how do you take this ball out? Just shoot it flush in the face?
He might go bottom rail and
Okay.
use right English, but I think, oh, you're right. He could. Oh, wow. Okay, that's game 3.
Yeah.
Mark is going to take a commanding lead
That was
with the break too. doesn't
right.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is Mark's break.
Yeah.
That was Mark was putting the pressure on at the end of the game there.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot that 3 up table. He decided he'd put it in play on his side and put the pressure on Tom, even though he had a big lead.
Curious if these guys will take a bathroom break. No.
Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
They're here. They're here to play. So Mark's made a nice comeback here. He was down 1-0 and it was Tom's break, right?
Yeah.
And he won that game, and now he won the next game. So nice comeback.
So let's see if Mark can lay down a good break this time. Last time he left Tom an opening shot to reverse it quickly.
Oh, he scratched. They're both struggling on the break tonight. I've done that break too many times.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the things. Most people just don't have the patience to go practice a break before a match.
Right.
But,
Especially on a table you're not familiar with.
Yep.
Because I really do think you're right. They're getting fooled by the deflection
Mm-hmm.
and the newer cloth. What do you think Tom shoots here now?
Well, he wants to move. I don't, if nothing goes, it doesn't look like anything goes. He could cut the 11, but that doesn't gain him much if he doesn't have another shot. So, yeah, he's probably going to blast that is that the 10 ball on the rail or the 14? Yeah, the 14 on the
14,
rail.
yeah.
Looks like he's going to blast that.
You know, if you could make this 11 and go to the 1, you know, that's an aggressive shot.
Yeah, through the
between
10-4 window.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to do that. But that's a way to run out.
Yeah. I like what he's doing here with this 13 ball, and he's going to stick him on the 12. He's going to spin it with stick. And
Or go to the 2. He might go to the 2 on this.
Good call.
Yeah, so he protected his balls on that side.
Yep.
And Mark is at -1.
What's that?
I think Mark's at -1. He's scratched on the break. He owes a ball.
You're correct.
Left him in a tough spot here. Mark likes these shot. He likes to be creative.
Yeah.
He's like you that way. Is he going to shoot this 4 into the stack?
Off the bottom of 10.
Oh,
Okay.
he's sold out. He's been so patient.
That was the first time he really let some creativity into his game.
And I know he likes to be creative, so he was probably just chopping at the bit.
Yes, I agree. And sometimes, you know, when you get a lead and you know you're on the hill, it's like, let's go for it.
Right. Now he's got a chance to get a few balls here if he hits a nice shot here on the 4.
I think he's got to get on this 13. He's got to run into the 11 to get on the 13.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that
This is
11 goes
13.
by.
But I think he got in between them. I think he's got that ball. He's looking at it. It's close. Maybe he doesn't. The 9 might cover him. And I don't know if the 13 goes either. He's shooting it. He might be covered on everything here.
Yeah. The shot, if it doesn't go, might be where you roll the 9 and you stick him right on the 2. And you just roll the 9 over there.
Can you play the 9 off the 2?
Yeah, I guess you could do that too.
That 11 did go.
Okay,
Nice shot. Really nice shot. Now, where do you go in the stack on this? If you're going to go into the stack, if you make this ball,
I would not break out the stack like a straight
you wouldn't.
pool.
Okay.
I wouldn't, especially from the bridging situation he has. It's a pretty tough shot.
He did go to the stack though.
Yeah.
And he's got a shot. Nice shot. So he's got 3. Did he make 3 so far? He's got the 9. That worked out really well for him because he can go up to the 3 now. If he makes this ball and get a shot, another shot. That's a little unfortunate there.
Yeah, it looks like he's jacked up on this 12.
Right.
He'll get the bridge out. This might take him a few minutes to commit to this shot, but this one, so he's got 4 now, is that right?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he would have loved to stuck on the 3 and then shoot the pink stripe. He's just going to play safe. Now he's going to be patient.
Ooh. If he was on that 5, that would have been beautiful, but he actually is sold out of bank here up table.
Right. And he could get, if he could make this, I don't know if that'll ball go in, but if he could make it, there's some balls to be made.
Very open to the balls are cooperating for him right now, for sure. Looks like a drill.
It does.
He could probably play this 8 and brush the top of the 12 on the tangent line. He's looking at that tangent line.
Right. Even if he misses that, though, he might get some cover on the 10, cover for the 8. Or scratch. I thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the ball tends to roll forward as it, he went around the 12. Is that the 12 there? No, that's not the 12. The pink stripe. And then with the forward spin, it hooks into the hole. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, good point.
So that's a good opportunity for Mark, but it's not an easy opener.
No, he's at -1. He needs 9. And let's see how he gets on this 3-ball.
Right. He's going to shoot 14 to start.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it probably wanted 1 more inch.
I think he's going to stun out 1 rail here. Nice shot. I don't know if he's got the right on. He's on that ball. A little short of where he wanted. So he's made 3 and he's kind of stuck here.
Yeah, he's probably going to open up the 214 or 210, whatever that is, on the bottom rail with this 8-ball as he banks it, and then bring the cue ball ideally up by the side pocket.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with that, he's thinking that, but look at that 11. He's going to leave a bank shot on this 11 if these don't become a threat. So that 8.
He went to the end rail just to make sure.
Yep.
Good speed.
Yeah, it was.
So he made 3 and he owed 1. So I think he's at 2.
Well, that would leave 10 on the table. And that's what there are.
Okay.
So, yep.
So the score is 2-1 in terms of games for Mark, and Tom is ahead in this game in ball count 3-2.
And you could say that the balls are favoring Mark right now.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think he needs to get up by the 10 ball here.
He's going 3 rails.
Yeah.
Look at this shot.
At this.
And he held. What a shot. That's a shot of the night.
That was a highlight reel.
That's the shot of the night right there.
Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, but it was a pretty shot. That was a pretty shot. Nice shot, Tom. So that puts him on 4. And do you thin the 8 and go all the way back up to where he's standing?
That's an idea. I like that.
Thin it on the right side.
He
but
could stop shot the 15
gonna
and
kick
just
it.
put the 6 over by his side and stick him on the 15.
Yeah, he
Either
might have
way,
fouled here.
yeah, he fouled. So -1. But that was smart in the sense that leaving Mark no options.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Mark can go up to the upper right corner and use Tom's strategy back
Right.
on him.
Yeah, he can.
Or he might just bunt this.
Yeah, he's good at these little bunch shots. He fouled too.
Yeah.
Those shots are really delicate.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to double hit it and then you kind of whip it and don't get to the rail.
He's looking at a way to kick either the 8 or the 10. Just to move something over so he's going to hit the bottom of the 8 with the kick shot.
Okay.
Oh, he miscued.
This is setting up to be a long game the way this
Yeah.
is going. It's not Tom's lost 2 balls and Mark's lost 1. So now we're back at 2-1 in ball count.
Now, do you see all the spotted balls here? There's 5 of them up there.
Right.
That's I call it the Great Wall of China.
Okay.
That's when Tom comes back to the table, or Mark right now, you could use that wall. So we'll see if either of them start using it and just pinning on the back of that wall.
Yeah.
Like right here, this is one of my favorite shots. In one pocket is a 2 rail kick into the side of the stack. Just missing the 8.
Just missing the 8 and cue ball goes up table.
Yeah, but the problem is the 15's there now. So
Right.
I don't know if I like that anymore.
Yeah. So Tom's at the table and he's got the lower right pocket, just as a reminder.
Is it going down by the 8 ball? Nope. He left him out in the air. Now that's a mistake.
Yeah. Do you bank this ball and just try and get something by your pocket right in front of it, or? That's what he did.
Yep.
Do you give him this ball or do you try and take it out?
Since it's early in the game, meaning only 2-1,
Yeah.
and there's not many balls ready, you could almost try. I might try to take this out somehow if there's a way. Maybe banking the 13 or comboing the 13 into it, blasting it, and
Yeah.
if it goes, the 13 goes. I don't know.
Right. It's kind of a thin cut, so maybe he's worried about even. He took it out. He took it. That was an aggressive shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, it was.
That's the advantage of, I guess, tight pockets, so you can do stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah, if you weren't playing on 4 1/4 pockets, that would not be available.
He's gonna combo this
8 ball
eight. Yep.
and
10-8.
and cover it with the stack. He might have left to kick behind the 8.
Little soft one just to
Yeah,
get out of the
just
inning.
get it out. Yeah, right.
I think he's worried about the return bank on that 13. If
Right.
he doesn't keep it low. I've seen Tom go to the bottom rail and try to bank this over, bank it over, but it's so close to the rail. This is dangerous. I think he's gonna try and do it. A lot of times it's double kisses.
He just went slow.
Yep.
Tried to get out of the inning, like you said.
So we'll see if Mark banks this now. He earned it.
I feel like he's. Yeah. I feel like he'd love to get behind the sack again.
Yeah.
Just to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, one of my favorite shots. If it's there, I don't know if that 13's covering it. It looks like he'd have to spin, which would make it tough, but kick into the 7 ball.
Oh yeah.
So he did take the bank.
It's just keeping the pressure on.
Yep. Now Tom can clear this, and there's a few ways of clearing it. I think if he cuts 13 like he's cutting it to his pocket, which is super tough,
Mm-hmm.
his cue ball will blast the 8 out.
Oh. Is there any risk of scratch on that? Kind of hydrauling back in the
If
hole.
he hits the 13 too full. Oh, he hit it too
Too thin. He might be okay here though. Oh no, he got the edge of that ball. So this leaves Mark a good opportunity here. Now where do you go? There's a few balls you can get on.
Yeah, that 13 is probably where he's going to go. That 6 is where he's going to want to go. Make a high.
I didn't get around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like that. I think he hit that rail first again. I think the deflection
Yeah.
got him.
I agree. Yeah, the way it spun,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. So he hit it wide and hit it rail first, and so he didn't get around that ball.
And that I'm going to mark his ball, but 2-2, that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
It could have been 4 or 5 there.
Right. Yeah. So I felt like the 10 went, the 6 goes. So.
Okay, now remember when I talked about the stack earlier?
Yeah, I do.
Here it comes. And in a lot of cases here, I'll just, knowing that I'm going to spot one, I'll go ahead and take the foul and hit it soft and just take control of the game by leaving him in the stack. So
Okay.
that's what he's doing. He's looking at the angle. He might hit it soft enough. He might be reaching for a little extra.
Yeah,
to
he
get
might.
something to the rail. He is. And
Well, it came through.
yeah,
Came through.
he hit it perfectly solid.
Right. It's hard to hit that ball full like that and have the cue ball follow it right through. It's really unfortunate for him. And then there's multiple balls here.
So he's gonna get 4.
He's going to go
5
up to
for
the
sure.
3. No, yeah.
See if he can get the get on this 2 ball. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna stop there at 5.
Right. Right. just pushing that ball up table. So Mark's in a great position here. Had 2-1 in games and 5-2 in ball count. So the outside boxes are the ball count and the inside boxes are the game count. The black boxes are the ball count.
And you see that 112 ball? There look like they might be almost wired to Mark's ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tom's
Can't tell on
looking
the
at
side
that,
view, but
but that'll change his if it is wired, that'll change his options here. You might need to break that up.
so we're coming from Slate Billiards in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's a great facility. 6 tables with 4 1/4 pockets, another table with like 4 1/3 pockets. It's got a bar table. It's a private club. Josh Burble is doing a lot of training out of here, and he's getting a reputation as a top-notch trainer. So
Yeah,
if you're interested in being trained, and Mike's doing some training out of here too.
I'm in
check
shock
it
at
out.
how many people love pool right now.
Yeah.
You know, we've been around a long time to see the pool cycles.
Right.
It seems like it's got a whole new generation of players coming up.
Right. And they really put this place together as a place to train and get better at your game, and it's a great facility. It's check it out if you're interested. But it is a private club, so it's membership only.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice concept. I like the idea of, you know, we never had clubs as
No,
kids,
we
you know?
did not.
So
And we didn't have equipment like this.
Right.
This is equipment. You can go anywhere in in the United States and you won't find better equipment.
it's just unique too. You'll see players after they're done playing, vacuuming their table and covering it and
Yeah.
washing the balls after every play.
Right.
So
So it's
it's just a different mentality.
yeah.
Okay, they're
So
going up table.
We're going up table, and Mark's fine with that. He's ahead 2-1 in games and 5-2 in this game.
And Tom's thinking, if I can just steal this game, I'm breaking Hill.
Right. Yeah, he's got the break.
So I know he doesn't have any quit in him. So we'll see what happens here. Trying to get the cue ball on the rail there.
Mark likes to put pressure on you. He's always looking for, when he gets ahead of you a little bit, he's always looking to wait for ways to get the ball in front of his hole. So even though you could cut that 15 down the rail, you wouldn't do it because he's got balls in position.
It's kind of a play in the score. He's ahead.
Yeah.
He's up 5-2. He's trying to induce a mistake to finish him.
Right. I like that shot. The 3's not bankable.
Yep. Now he might sell the 3 bank shot here.
Yeah. He came past it though.
Yep.
And you really can't bank at 7 here because I feel like you could open balls up for Mark.
Yeah,
You might just shoot the 3. Even though he wants balls in play, he might just decide to put the 3 up there too. Or bank it onto his side of the table.
That worked out. That's not bankable, and he's jacked up.
Right.
He'll probably just skin it and go down table onto the end rail. And
Does that ball bank?
Yeah, it gets by. It's a little risky, but yeah, if he played to make it, that was risky because I think it was going to skin that one ball, that 10 ball.
What do you?
Tom
Again, he
probably-
knows that Tom's probably not going to shoot this ball.
I think he's just gonna shoot it. I really
Yeah,
do.
down 5-2. You think he just will?
I
don't
think he's
he,
gonna shoot it with top right English, and he's gonna come down for bank shape on this 13.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Unless he can spin it enough to come in behind the 13 for shape.
Yeah.
This is a tough shot, especially with English on this cloth and these balls.
Right.
He overcut it just like the deflection would have.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. Came out okay though.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark's in a good spot here though. Does he bank the 7 and put another ball in play? Mark likes doing shots like this. When I've played him, he just keeps putting more balls there on you, even if he's got a lead. Oh, he
I like
protected those balls. That was a great shot.
Yeah, it's almost like a shuffleboard when you leave a blocker.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Jacked up on the 1 2.
Yeah, so he's really putting the pressure on here. I don't know if he can get to the 3. I don't know what you do with the 3 if you can get to it. Do you kick behind the 13? If that's the 13 there?
I think he's going to come to the bottom rail and just kick the 3
the
soft
3
and
soft.
try and hit it solid to make
Yeah.
sure he doesn't foul or sell.
There's nothing easy here at all.
He might be thinking about trying to get the 1-up table and leaving him a tall or long tripled up shot. You know,
Mhm.
he's cutting the 7 maybe and going down table with the cue ball. Or
I still think
kicking
he's
the
kicking behind the 13, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
What?
wow. I think that might be a
That
might
might
be a
the
game
curtains.
loser. Yeah, that might be the set loser.
Yeah.
Because he probably just banked this stripe in, right?
Yeah. So he's
got
up
7.
the
He
hill.
needs one more.
Yep. No, it's a
Not
little
quite
short.
there yet. No, he
And
just,
now he's going to torture us. And
Yeah.
He's going to pocket
Right.
this ball.
he's going
and
to pocket this ball,
scratch.
follow it in. That's exactly what's going to happen. So the way it works in one pocket, if he pockets this ball and follows it in, it doesn't count for Mark because he's scratched. And so you spot that ball, and then Tom's got to bring up another ball. So then he lost the ball. Now he's down to 1. But there's no shot for Mark because there's no balls out of the kitchen.
Now, will he shoot the okey doke shot?
I like the okey doke shot
Do you?
where you draw it back to the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Do you play it very often?
I played it against someone like just a month ago, and I hit it perfect.
So when he draws this, he wants to draw the cue ball to the 1 ball.
Right. See, I shoot this with a lot of draw. I would have power drawed that.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like you don't sell out
Yeah.
because you don't leave any banks. I hit it pretty good, but I would have really power
Yeah.
draw that.
There's a video Efren put out about how to shoot that shot, and it was showing if you ever look up the okey doke shot. With
I'll have to look
Efren.
at that.
Yeah.
So does he power draw it?
He power draws it, so
Yeah.
the cue ball would come back where that 1 ball was.
Right.
Yeah.
So Tom's still alive. Mark's got to put another ball in his pocket.
He's gonna leave a 4-ball bank here. Let's see what Tom does with it. He might be trying to induce a mistake because this bank is tough. He knows that they're playing for 1, so I think this is a tough bank. He's probably trying to get Tom to play this to leave a return bank.
Yeah. I mean, these balls could even double case if you hit them bad.
Yep.
If he goes for the bank.
Using loaded up inside English, so he's coming down by those 2 balls and and he hit the point.
Point.
So he did. Mark earned his shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's can. You think he's gonna twist this with outside English and bank it?
I feel like he
He's
is.
gonna bunt it down table.
No, he's like, he's going to torture him.
Yeah.
He's like, I got 7. I'm not going to give you anything easy here. I've seen Mark make that shot though, but he
Yeah.
at this point he's just not going to do anything like that. May have left the bank here though
Yeah.
on the
Well,
on the pink 4.
Or that 10 ball.
I thought I looked at that too.
I think he's going to shoot the 10 because he can tuck it over by
Oh,
the
right,
2. I
right.
think it's a 2-way.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah,
he
he
hit it
played all
perfect.
cue ball.
He hit it perfect.
Now
The closer it
Tom's
gets to the
suffering.
hole, the worse it gets. It was getting worse by the second there.
Yeah.
Do you just, yeah, he's just going to tap this to the rail.
Yeah,
Just
he's-
edge off the
He's
ball.
buying time.
Yep.
He's in serious trouble.
Right, he's in big trouble.
Let's remember this moment if he comes back.
Right, exactly. It's hard to come back from here.
Well, he's bringing another ball down. And he's probably going to try and tuck him again on
Yeah,
the 2.
look at this.
Oh, he sold it.
No, he great.
I think he sold the 12.
You think he can see that?
I'm not sure.
If he did sell it, then he's still alive.
Well, he might be able to get on this 4 ball if he sold it.
Yeah,
And then
you're right.
he's back in the game maybe.
I didn't think he sold it, but it sure looks like he did.
Tough table though. Oh,
Knocked it in.
okay.
Now you can take these out
Yeah.
and clear them both.
I think with the Blatt now, he's just not really thinking it through. He's just going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was scary. That was, a kiss was scary to me.
We-
That's
we-
what I was saying.
We will look back at that. It's like it was hard for Mark to not win from there, and it's still going.
Yep, 7-2. Tom's looking at the 2-railer on the 4 ball that he would sell the 10.
Right.
Could go forward with top left to rail it, but that would he would sell the bank on the 4 when it ends.
Right. It doesn't feel like it lays right. For
Nothing
that.
seems right. And
Yeah.
it's like when you're down 7-2, it's hard to be patient.
Right.
Smart. Got a
He
ball
is.
in play. Challenging him to cut that ball. Some people
Which he won't. He won't
see where
cut
the-
this ball.
No, he won't. But you see where the diamond is, where the cue ball is, where he's a diamond over almost.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the range, right where people start cutting it.
Cutting it. Okay. He's got the bank here.
Yeah. Okay, he just brought balls in play. Now Tom's got a chance here. That was he might be still trying to induce a mistake.
I think he likes to get multiple balls by his pocket.
Yeah.
Even when he's got a lead. Which I like how that's been working for him.
What's he gonna do with this cue ball here? Is he gonna use a lot outside and swing it around 3
Yeah,
rounds?
he's gonna have to draw this out,
If he hits it that hard, is it gonna one ball
come back to
over?
the pocket. I wonder if he's gonna go into that ball
Let's go inside English.
and into the stripe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he went right into the stripe.
Okay, he's gotta pray that Mark doesn't make a bank here.
I think he's just gonna clear this ball so he doesn't give the one.
Yeah, you're right. He gets stiff that one and come down to the bottom.
Yeah.
you know.
He just
But
not
he's
gonna
so
give him anything.
He's so committed
Yeah.
to being patient.
Right? He's
and
not
it's
gonna
worked.
give him anything. It has.
So this shot right here, is that the 10 ball right in the center of the table, kind of?
That could be.
Yeah, the 10 ball, and the other one's a 15, I think.
Yeah.
I think he can shoot the 10 with left English and zigzag back behind the 2.
Oh yeah. I would like that shot. Because you put 2 balls down by your pocket
Yeah.
and you might cover them.
And he tried to cover him there, but he can still see the one here.
Right. Now, will he bank this?
He might just bunt it out straight full. Yeah.
Yep. He just is getting the ball on his side.
Great cue ball.
Yeah, excellent cue ball.
And now that 10 ball is no longer an option for that bank, that zigzag bank I was describing.
Yep, he's got the one on his side.
I mean, he could.
Is he just going to clear this one? Or he's going to bank the one on his side, it probably.
Yeah, just slow roll into it full.
Yeah. He went the other way. Is that 5 bank or that 4, the pink 4?
It could, but there's a kiss potential, so I don't think he's going to take any chances. He's probably going to just slow roll this 2 and leave him on something, or maybe not. Whoa,
Kind of left
little
the
risk
one,
there.
Yeah. Tom's got a chance to get another ball here.
Now, will he fall in love with this one and shoot it, or is there another shot?
I don't know.
He's going to shoot the one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he just goes for the point,
Yeah.
makes the ball, stays in the game.
Oh,
He played position on the 10.
And he got
Great
it.
shot. Fantastic shot. He's going to try and go 1 or 2 balls at a time here and
Yeah.
see if he can steal it. Like you said, he's thinking, I got the break next game.
Yeah.
And, 10 minutes ago, we thought the game was over.
Yeah. I mean, but this is no easy shot either here.
No.
Because when you're close with this tight pockets, but
Knocked it in.
7-4.
And he's going to bank. He's got a bank on the pink 4. If he can reach it.
And it's a 2-railer on the 15. So it's a bank on the 4 and a 2-railer on the 15. And he can use straight top.
Would you shoot
stop.
it that hard?
Hard time shooting this ball. But yeah, I'm going for it because I'm.
Are you?
Yeah. Playing it for the 15 to have enough energy to come to the center of the table.
Yeah, to get that far.
And maybe I'm putting a little left on the cue ball so that it checks to the left side of the table.
I feel like he changed his mind because he was shooting with the
Yeah.
bridge. I think if he without another foot towards him, he might have shot.
Yep.
That bridge changed his mind.
Okay.
So Mark just put the 2 on his side, basically. That's just what he did there, right?
Yep. And it worked because it blocked the 2-railer. The 15 2-railed, but not anymore.
Yeah.
An idea would be to maybe pocket that ball near and then, I don't know. I don't want to tease him with the spot shot.
I feel like it might be a little too thin to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Now this takes a little bit of patience to see who comes out with the first shot of this.
Right.
This is
gonna be
experience comes into play a little bit. Not many people play this part of the game very often, so they don't get the experience of what to do.
Just going to thin off the 2, huh?
Yeah. Might be 3. Oh,
He banked that ball. I didn't see that shot.
and he jacked him up.
Yeah.
So
That was a nice shot.
Mark will probably just side rail kick this, do you think?
Maybe, but he could leave a bank here unless he shoots it harder. Yeah.
Okay, he did leave a bank though.
Yeah.
So he's got a full length table bank, and the cue ball will end up right on that 2 ball.
Right.
And use just left English, and it'll come off that side rail right by that first diamond above the corner pocket. deflection here will factor into, yeah, see it. But yeah, the 2 ball is out.
Yeah, the ball just keeps rolling, so it got to the end rail. So he's just gonna have to clear this ball again. Try not to leave a bank.
He's gonna leave a bank. He's
Double kissed. Actually, that was probably I did leave a bank again.
This one's tough to hit. It's so straight.
Right.
Dead accurate.
Yeah, you really have to stay with this ball and stay down on it.
But he can jack him up on the 215 again.
Right.
He hits this with a nice follow.
This is where you really need to stay with the shot.
Yeah. Ooh,
And he hit it really well.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, he hit that really well. Wow, the ball didn't go in.
So now where does Mark leave him? In the jaws?
It's hard to because it's so deep. I don't know that he will. He could, yeah.
Okay,
it was
now-
impossible to leave him tight. Now he's got another bank.
7-5. Does he bank the 2 or the 15? It's probably the 2.
Tom is feeling good about this. I think he banks the 15.
Will he sell the 2 if he does that?
I don't think he will.
You're right. 15. And he held. Okay.
Nice
Can't
shot.
shoot that 2.
Yeah. How do you clear this one?
Bottom rail.
Bottom
first.
railing out. He didn't do it that
Oh,
way.
he just banked
Got it on his side. Shot that quick. He had an idea what he wanted to do and did it.
Yeah, it's always interesting to watch the pace of play and how they change their rhythms.
Right.
It actually might be a fortunate thing
He
because
left
his
him
cue
up.
ball ended on the rail, but he left him a stop. This is a makeable stop, or he's not.
He's not shooting it. Yeah.
But now 2 balls are down here.
Right. I can tell you this game has went on a lot longer than Mark wanted.
Yeah.
Back, not too long ago. So Tom's probably feeling okay about where he's at, compared to where he was 20 minutes ago.
Here's a shot. The 13 or whatever that ball is, the 13, 12, 12, whatever, 13 in the corner, make it.
Oh.
The 15 and that ball will spot. Those balls won't go.
Won't
and
go.
the 2 is very difficult for Mark with it being near the side pocket like that. And then 3 balls will be in play.
Right. He's taking this up table.
2 railer. Oh my.
Wow.
Okay. I was curious if he was 2 railing that.
Yeah. Now we got 2 balls sitting right by the pocket up there.
Yep.
So neither one of those balls are in play.
I wonder if he'll just bunt this up to the side rail just to get it out of play up table, or if he's going to go for a 2 rail bank shot here. The 2 rail bank shot sometimes kisses if you hit it funny.
Okay.
When you use follow.
Yeah.
No, he didn't use follow. He just.
But he's left a bank here. If it rolls a little, maybe not.
That is
There's a bank.
bankable.
Yeah, there is a bank here.
Yep. Because those corner pockets are protected too. From scratch. Well,
Right.
kind of. Oh.
You
Didn't
don't
feel
want to
right
let the
over.
cue ball.
Well, he's fought this far. He's not going
Right.
to give it up on a silly
Yeah.
Hail Mary anymore. There's no sense in being super aggressive. He could get some patience back.
But now
Look at that cue ball.
that cue ball has made it tough.
He could run into the 15 here after banking.
I thought the same thing. I thought he could bank this 2 and hit the 15. And there's nothing easy for Mark after that.
I think that's what he's trying to do. He might even be trying to make the 15. Okay, he's just going to bunt it out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But let's see if he leaves a bank this time. He's probably learning as we go. Don't leave
Right.
a bank. Ooh.
It came out funny.
At that deflection, I bet.
Yeah.
you
Yeah, he
tried to spin hold the cue.
went right back into it and ended up hitting it too thin.
So now This one, if he uses it, because he doesn't have, it's a free shot in the sense that he doesn't need to use English.
Right.
Tom's very good at these shots, at just bearing down and making them with no English.
He's rolled in a few of these tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just take the ball,
Yeah. At pocket speed.
Yeah.
Yep. He just drizzled it in.
Yep. The pressure is flipped.
It is
Completely.
totally flipped. And
I
I'm
mean-
wondering how, well, let's see if it goes hill. This would be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they take a bathroom break too.
Exactly. Or we might have to take one ourselves.
Yeah.
So he put the ball in the spot again. So now Mark's got to decide here what to do. I mean, obviously, he's going to take this ball up the table.
Just going to cut it to his side and put the cue ball right by the chalk here on the end rail of your spot.
Yeah, there's really no bank from there.
This one banks with top left.
Top left.
And the cue ball will be right by that 13. And that'll induce a lot of pressure because when you're
If
on
he
the
can
same
get it
side,
there, right,
yeah.
it's harder to clear.
Yeah,
He hit it well.
Really good.
Oh, he might scratch.
Scratch.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he's got a spot shot for the win.
Yep. Boy, he hit that bank well too. See if Mark can make the spot shot to win.
He's not really putting much commitment.
Nope,
into
he's
it.
just shooting.
it.
Overcut it.
Left him on the end rail.
That spot shot is tough at that. That was, he's feeling the heat because he was ahead 7-1. It's just a tough shot, even when you're not, under that kind of pressure. So let's see if we can get two out of this.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll combo this or if he'll go for the 15. Yeah, he's going for the 15.
Yeah. Let's see how he does
Side
coming out of
rail.
that pocket. Yep.
And he's
A little
got it
hard.
too long.
Yep. That ball can get away quick. But he's got, again, he's going to probably shoot this at pocket speed because if you miss, you could sell at a bank.
Yeah. So now slow rolling this. Here's the thing. This ball, if he undercuts it, it'll come up for a bank shot.
Right.
I've done
That's
it
what I
many
was.
times, and it
That's what I was
drives
just
me
thinking.
nuts.
If you could leave a bank here and lose the game,
So sometimes you'll overcut this ball to protect from that.
do you shoot hard? Maybe.
That's not a bad idea.
Just
Blast in it.
yeah.
Just a nice stroke.
yeah, just put it in the hole hard. That's what he did. Didn't
Yeah.
sell at the bank.
That's
I mean, he sold out a bank, but not as easy of a bank. So, Mark's got a free shot to win the game again here.
yeah.
Not it's a tough bank because he's
Straight as an arrow.
right, but
But
It's an opportunity.
If he doesn't hit it good. See,
and you are right. You are right.
Now Tom, even though he missed that other one, he has a tendency of making these.
This is a
He
great
recovers
opportunity
well. Yeah.
because he can bring the cue ball up to the top rail and make it tough.
Yep.
If he puts it close to the hole, even if he doesn't make it.
Again, the tendency is you want to hit this short, the bank short, so that you leave it on the bottom rail. He hit it long, and he left him a bank. I don't think Mark's shooting this.
I don't
though,
think
the
so
way
either.
He's been playing.
No, but maybe he's getting to the point where he's going to shoot.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, he did. Oh, no, what?
I just-
Oh,
I
it
thought-
deflected again
He might have.
because he loaded it up
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah, he did. Because he hit it fat, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
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 Do you three rail this and go bring the cue ball forward to the end rail?
That's not a bad idea. I like that one.
I think that's probably better than the bank.
The one railer.
Yeah, the one railer. Because where are you going with the cue ball on a one
That
railer?
one railer is a scary kiss. It looks
Yeah.
like he's trying it. The three railer that you said.
He
Yeah.
did the three railer.
He did. He
Stumbled
played all
forward.
whitey. He didn't
Yeah.
play to make it.
Good shot though,
Yeah.
because he great cue ball speed.
Yep.
Just keeps putting the pressure on.
Now this one, you might just come to the bottom rail and kick it.
Behind it.
See if the deflection factors in. Okay, now he's got more of a realistic crossing bank where he's going straight back with it, but it's the ball crosses it.
Right.
Here's what I would think about.
Are they questioning here whether or not he hit a rail there? Because
are they
Tom's not coming to the table, and to me, he kicked behind it, and I couldn't tell if he hit the rail before the ball.
Let's see if they're taking a break, because if they are, let's take one.
Yeah,
Maybe they took a restroom break.
that's a good question.
You looking out? Yeah, and then hit the ring.
That's the discussion is, yeah, that's exactly what happened. They were discussing whether that was a foul. We don't have replay, so they're not calling it as a foul. Thinks he hit the ball first, and then the rail, and then the cue ball came out. But again, we don't know, and they're playing it as straight up, no foul.
Well, he was concerned with that 13 ball there, because if that went in,
He was not gonna. Yeah, he scratches.
Yeah.
Gives up the game. So do you think he cuts this ball? You can kind of look at it, but I don't know if he, that's dangerous. He is cutting that ball.
he left the bank. It's not an easy bank, but this is definitely bankable.
Yeah, for sure.
And the reason why this isn't easy is a lot of times people will use English on this. Right now, English on this table, these guys are struggling with, I think,
Right.
the deflection of. Let's see what happens here. It's going to use right English.
Yeah, a
twist
little
it,
bit of
see if
Brian English.
he hits it
He likes
short.
he likes those shots.
Okay.
That ball fell. I didn't think it was gonna fall. So now we're at 7-7. Do you pocket this ball and what do you do? And go draw over to the
I think
left-hand
he
side?
is. I think he is. Yeah, he's going to challenge him with the spot shot.
Right?
What a game.
What 7-7?
Remember that point?
Yeah,
where,
exactly. We're saying if Tom wins this game, we're gonna look back at this.
That's still a big if, though.
Yeah. He cut it. He cut it in.
Are you kidding?
Oh, I thought he cut it
thought
in.
He made it.
What a
I
shot.
think that was a little bit of anger.
He was like, I'm putting this ball in.
There's no way he was shooting that the whole match, and now he did.
No, he shot it.
And he hit it good, huh?
I thought it was in.
That actually probably changed Tom's thinking. Like, wow, okay, he's going to shoot those now.
Right?
Smart.
Good shot. He avoided the double kiss.
Yeah. That was I usually double kiss myself.
Right.
So this one, he could kick bank this. I don't know if it looks like he might. He might kick bank this.
He's two railing it.
Or he's two-railing.
It's a little
Mm-hmm.
fired up right now. So he was going for that. He went for those last two shots.
Tom's going to try and leave the same kind of shot over on his table. Oh, no, that's smart. Take away a few banks, but
Yeah, there's not a lot.
he could two rail this. He could, and it might. There's a
Two
kiss
real
there.
top left. You get the cue ball up
Just
on the
like
end
that.
rail.
Yeah. Okay, now there's a bank for Tom. And this one is reckless with the cue ball sometimes. If you hit it sometimes it could go in the side pocket, or if you really grab it, it could go into the upper left pocket. If he uses
Outside English.
yeah,
You're really spinning it.
but he might use inside English and take away that. Oh, he's just
Yeah,
getting
just
on
got
his
his
side.
side.
Smart. Now Mark was bunting these away. Is he going to go for it now?
He's taking it away.
Yeah.
He had a good spot there to put him in a spot where it's tough to bank.
Whatever happens this game, I just hope the last shot is a really good shot.
Exactly.
I hope it's not a, sellout sort
Right.
of thing.
Right.
There's a kiss here if he goes for this.
This is a tough position because when you're fighting on a ball, now you're thinking about, I don't want to leave any banks.
Yeah.
So it really takes a lot of knowledge in terms of where do you leave the object ball in relation to the cue ball.
Yes.
It takes experience.
Now this shot right here, he can make this one rail or three rails. The one railer is a tough shot, but it's just a nice rolling stroke.
Yeah. It feels like he's got a chance if he shoots that.
He tried it and he might leave a return bank, but he hit it far enough out where there isn't one.
You don't think he'll bank this?
I think, he can.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if
going
he
to
will.
shoot at this.
Just to his side.
Yeah.
So Tom will just bunt this up to his upper right corner.
You take away all the banks from Mark, or
Yeah.
try to take away all the banks.
Try to almost pocket it.
Oh, way up
Yeah.
way up table. I think the deflection came into play again.
I agree.
So he ended up hitting it thin. Shot it with inside English.
And this is very
Deflected it out.
realistic. Mark's breathing a sigh of relief here.
He'd love to make this ball, obviously.
A little short.
Yeah,
Barely, though.
Barely.
Almost spun that in.
right.
Now Tom's suffocating a little because he's on a rail and he's like,
Right, right.
But this one, I'd struggle with this one, not leaving my opponent a shot here.
Right. It feels like
I almost want a two rail and bring the cue ball back down table also. Like,
he's kicking behind.
okay, that was,
Boy, that was a dangerous shot. Look the way the scratch came into play there.
goodness.
that ended up being a little closer than I thought it was going to be.
And he went for, he
He's
didn't go
banking
for the
it by
bank,
his
he's
table
just
again.
moving it over,
Yeah.
yeah. Now this one is much more manageable than Tom's last shot. He
Yeah.
can just cut this over to his side by the upper right corner.
Right, he's not close to the end rail.
And cue ball can be in control. He's not going to go for a two railer.
Yeah,
He loves two railing. He
He
does.
did.
He does.
he did. Look at this. He's going to scratch. He's going to scratch. He scratched. Now look at this though.
Oh my God.
Look at what happened here. He took the spot shot away. I mean, he's got to shoot it from the middle of the table.
You got him.
That was crazy. He scratched. Now he left him tough. I mean, he can make this ball, but he made it
He might go for the
so
combo.
more difficult.
He might go for the.
He
Yeah, he
might.
is going for the combo.
Because if you shoot the 2 and miss it, you sell out the 11 the other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So even this though, you could sell out the 11 if you shoot this combo.
Yeah, I have a friend in Phoenix I used to play. There's no question in a million years he's just bunting the two down table and leaving on the end rail. But
He can't decide what to do. I mean, he can sell out either way. If you hit this combo wrong, you sell out. You sell out a bank. You sell out the 11. I see what he's going to hit it at speed. He knocked. No. Oh, look at this. It's Steve. Who wins? There's 8-8.
Mark wins.
No, Mark wins.
Unbelievable.
What a game. What an ending. That is unbelievable. That is the most amazing ending I've ever seen to a one pocket game. Wouldn't you agree, Mike?
I can't believe that.
I mean,
that just happened.
that's the most unbelievable ending I've ever
Three
seen.
balls would have spotted up
Right.
if he had.
If he had scratched, and I can't believe it didn't scratch. Can you believe that ending? What an exciting ending. So Mark wins 3-1. What a match.
Yep. And I'm going to say end the match here.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure, Brian. Appreciate
Thanks.
everything.
Yeah.
And we'll do this again. Hopefully, remember, this was match number 1 of the tournament. So
There'll be
do this
another
again.
match next Sunday night at 6:00.
Yep.
Not sure who's going to be on the board then, but there'll be somebody. And
And it's Mother's Day, so we don't even know if there will be a match, but there
True.
could be.
yeah. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you then.